Okay,
I could
I'll
hear
be
you
back.
guys the whole time. I just couldn't talk. It's like
Oh
being
no.
trapped in hell. It's like being trapped in hell.
I'm having a great time with this game though.
I'm
Yeah,
glad.
yeah.
But we fucking need to
Jay
get.
Jay is incredibly uncomfortable that he seems to know something that they're not really being upfront with knowing.
Oh yeah, I'm about to fucking grill this bitch. Hold on.
I'm gonna go grab a Coke.
Grab that
Oh,
Coke.
actually, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs and check if food has started being made by anyone because I'm hungry as fuck. So I will be back.
Fuck yeah. Fucking this ghost though.
I don't know why
This
I
ghost
even
is
mute
super spooky.
myself because the stream can still hear me. And muting the stream is
Indeed.
difficult. Be right back, stream.
Oh dang. Fucking John is such a fuck. What the hell? I kind of want to order pizza, yo. Sounds super good. Don't you sigh at me.
I can sigh if I want to. I'll fucking leave my friends behind.
You don't leave
Later,
your friends.
bitch.
Yeah. Don't you fucking ditch us, you world traveling motherfucker. God.
I'm gonna go
I,
travel the world again with Hal.
I'm gonna. Oh, with the guy who's too cool to hang out with us.
Excuse me. We hang out all the time with Heath and Bianca.
Oh, that's true. What server
Like,
fell out?
we have dinner parties.
I want to fucking. I was tempted to be like, "Can I come to your dinner parties?" on the Twitter, but I was like, "Nah, I shouldn't." When my real depression got in the way of my RP depression. Ain't that a mood?
RPing yourself.
Oh god. I should interact with these characters. Nah, they don't like me. What bullshit is that? Fucking love the system.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Fucking
It's like very like RP heavy.
I know, and I love it. I can't wait to explore this town and like do some mystery solving. Where do you want to?
Yeah.
I did actually want to coordinate with you. Where do you think holds the best outlook for clues? Because we went to the. I mean, there's shit at the crime scene. There's ghost shit at the crime scene, but that's not really good. That's not good for us because there's not much we can do against that. Um, do you know about the weakness thing in Monster Hunter or in this game?
No.
Okay, so
Wait, no, like the weakness system for monsters?
no, yes, like how if we can't defeat a monster until we find its weakness. If we defeat it normally, it will just come back. So we need to find this thing's weakness before we can confront it head on.
Got it.
So where do you think holds the best outlook for weaknesses, or at least clues on what this thing really is? Like, because I was trying to maybe it's connected to the family and it's like a revenge thing, and then we can follow that to the first person. If it's centered around the school, we can go from there. But I mean, I definitely feel like Heath knows something, and we gotta talk to her first. But after that, I don't know where to go.
So we're just waiting on Theo.
Theo.
Thea,
Thea.
get back. Thea.
So, out of character, how did Heath and the custodian find out about Jay?
Mysterious ways.
Right.
Fuck.
You don't get to find out yet,
Yeah.
bro.
I wasn't even in the country. God damn.
They got connections, and by connections, I mean Heath is very good at what she does.
Yeah.
But no one was around to see.
I literally.
I mean,
Damn.
there was clearly some members of the Fae court that were around to see.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they saw. Well, I guess. Well, induction. Since fuck me, I guess. This is me. This is my life now.
This is just who I am. By the way, was my ward successful? I know I got a huge success, but and
There were already wards up on the house.
no, but there was I don't know if there was a ward against the specific creature.
There were wards
Yeah.
up already at the house, and that's what Heath told you, and you felt like you did good. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
Because I imagine if you're not warding against a specific thing, it won't work. Like, it may execute the magic, but it doesn't actually place a ward.
I didn't realize what the caption was on this little penguin chopping, so I just thought it was a cute gif, and then I saw the "It's Heath," and I love it.
Yes.
Focused on the cook.
I linked it in my chat so that people can look at the "It's Heath" gif.
Oh, I do need to. I'm gonna pop into the.
Strab just said that they had to go for the night.
Oh fuck!
Stram's
Why don't?
dumb, asking
Why
for a
don't I-
recap tomorrow, even though the VOD will be here.
Why don't I get the fucking Twitch messages? Why don't I get to see them? I'm in the.
Because you fucking weren't there by the time I sent them.
Oh, gay.
It's in Sweepers General.
Mm.
The GIF that he posted.
No, I want to see the people talk.
Oh,
Sure.
you'd have to ask Theo, because when I did the pop out thing, it made me lose all of mine.
Oh, there's no. Oh, the 4 people watching are us. Bitch.
Only if you change it in your settings, it will. Most
I
of the
was
time
I was just about to say that, but Matt cut me off.
I've been streaming these for a while. I've always had the VODs. Like,
I know, but I was gonna explain.
my dude.
My dude? Slightly hostile, my dude.
My dude.
My dude!
You!
The J once everyone else leaves. My dude.
Fucking Christ.
Oh wait, I'll tell Sky to go get in the car.
Just waiting at car. Yeah. You know I'm gonna be like, fucking Gary doesn't have a car, and so seeing you two pal into one is gonna be like, hey. I just get a ride with you?
Did you shower today, Mr. Sandy
No.
Man?
He bathes normally, you know.
Yeah, but
He's
you get that gritty shit everywhere. I fucking hate that.
I'm
Like
sorry.
it just reminds me of the feeling of like when I used to ride like the school bus and it would take dirt roads and people would have the windows down in the summer, so all like the silt would float in through the windows and cover everyone.
I'm so glad my magic makes people fucking feel gross. I was like, ooh, I hope this dark evil magic makes people feel terrible.
Makes me feel like a sandy man.
It makes me feel like the sandiest of men.
Not the sandiest. I just feel gritty and uncomfortable.
Men.
Theo is in the water closet.
The washroom.
The bidet.
I mean, if they're back, they're still muted, so.
This is a very long time to go to the water closet.
I mean, they might have been
The
doing
powder
other
room.
things too. Like I did other things other than checking on dinner.
No, I get it.
Maybe an actual monster appeared in their house and they're currently fighting it off with the
Don't-
shotgun.
Don't you
Never-
fucking start. Don't you do that.
I fucking love cryptid shit, my guy. I'm so ready for this campaign. Like this whole like all these little things.
The spooks already. Ah, good.
So is the custodian like a public works character, or do we have to fill it in so you can RP it,
Wait, what?
Matt?
What do you mean?
So like if someone else is DMing, do we play the custodian?
No, the custodian. I mean, you can, but you'd have to talk to me about it first and sort of describe your campaign. So essentially, if you want Heath in the campaign, you have to have a different character find the lead.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause, yeah,
That's just what he'd do.
the custodian has very specific targets, and so if you make a monster that's not one of those targets, he wouldn't send you after it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you're DMing,
Hey!
hello. So if you're DMing
Welcome return.
and you want me to be able to play in the campaign, you can't use the custodian.
Gotcha. Makes
You guys
sense.
ready? Let's fucking do this shit,
sorta.
boyo.
I mean, we were basically just all like in the living room.
Right.
You're in the living room. Everyone's kind of unfreaking out slowly, but still freaking out.
Yeah, everybody's trying
Shit
to wind down
happens.
a bit.
Oh, you
Magic.
heard right. You heard the explanation, right? So I looked at the crime scene. There was a bunch of cops, and there's not much there otherwise, but there's this thing, whatever it is, sensed me, attacked me, and then did the whole control thing. If that wasn't already explained, I explained that again. In character as well. So I look at Heath now. Heath, are you sure this is something we should be doing? You just saw how powerful this thing can be.
Heath looks at you and goes, "All right. I saw how powerful that thing could be against someone who can actively use magic. Imagine how much more powerful it is against people like those kids."
That's fair. I start talking. Good point.
All right.
Could you?
I have a feeling that all this shouting and magic is going to have some not fantastic repercussions on the custodian's health. So I'm going to have to go pretty quick. If any of you need to stay here for the night, you're welcome to do so. She points toward guest bedroom. You can stay in there, but
I look at her again. Is it sorry, Jay, but is it safe for any of us to be on our own?
I mean,
Shouldn't one of us
We've
stay
been
here with John?
okay this far.
We've been okay this far, and honestly, I mean, it's more random happenstance than you'd think.
I look I mean,
if you're uncomfortable, you can stay, but
it fucking knows about me now. I look at you like.
it knows where you were. So like maybe having different surroundings might make it lose your trail.
Can I? Do I need to do another use magic to cleanse myself of a spirit or curse from myself?
You don't feel anything inside yourself right now.
I give Hearth, right?
Heath,
my
like
bad.
the candy
I give Heath like a thumbs up. Like, is it all gone?
I mean, I imagine whatever Heath did cleansed you too. So
yeah, I did my best. So like, my best
I'd
is
hope
what's
so.
keeping this house safe. So if you're not safe, we're not safe.
And
If that
there's
makes
nothing.
you feel better.
It sure does. And there's nothing visually weird about me when I look in a mirror. Like, there's no.
No.
All right, cool. All right.
aside from your gaunt ass face,
But aside from my terrifying cheekbones that look like they could fucking cut diamonds.
I gave Sky a ride. If you need me to, I can drop you back at your place before I go home.
I live in the city like you, so it's a bit of a transit. I would really appreciate that. I kind of fumble my pocket and I give you gas money as we.
Oh, that you don't have to. I can.
No, it's I must, and then I don't take it back as I shove it in your hands.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Anyways, we should be going then. Sky and Gary, if you want to head out to the car, I toss Sky my keys. Just get it running, and I'll be out in a minute.
All right.
I actually Heath, I have something to ask you. You've been very deliberately not talking about something this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to tell us what that is. We're not going to be able to do a good job doing this if you don't fill us in on what the fuck is actually going on.
What do you mean?
What do you know? You're not telling us everything we need. I know.
I know what was in that folder, and I know what I've dealt with before. I know that generally these sort of things have a sort of weakness, like there are certain creatures that are adverse to different acts like burning or like materials like gold.
Is this
I
is
wins.
this is a very much like a is there an insight in this game?
No.
Okay, so there's no way for me to.
What are you trying to
I
do?
want to see if she's lying.
You read it, but it's not a bad
either
situation
trust
to
her-
read.
Yeah, no, you either trust her or you don't.
I fucking trust her.
Yeah, same.
All right.
She's just saved your ass from this thing possessing you. Like, are you really gonna question? Like, are you really gonna question our friend?
No. All right. I gotcha. And I start heading out to the car.
All
Let's go.
So you two head out to the car. Fucking Jay, what are you?
I look at Heath and very, very, very pointedly. I know you know something, but not about this, about me, because you've made some very targeted comments.
She makes
this
a
evening.
little she makes a little gesture, like the throat slitting gesture. She grins and starts chuckling. She's like, yeah, I know. I've been doing a lot of research into all of you guys.
So, how did you find out? Because I didn't tell anyone about this.
Did you see back then what I did with the magic hands and such? She sort of wiggles her fingers. Magic, bud. Like,
But
it's not.
how did you know exactly when to look?
What do you mean?
Or
How did I know when to look? I don't need to look at certain things.
You can just
There's
tell.
a lot of different things that I can do. I'm capable of
Sorry,
a lot
I
of things.
don't really understand that kind of magic. I don't really understand mine. Then
Yeah,
I
you'll
pull
get
my
the hang
phone
of
out of
it.
my pocket, and you can just see a bunch of like cuss words in like a slightly Scottish accent. I guess like typed.
Get me out of the fucking
It's like
phone.
it's like Scottish Twitter.
Yeah, Scottish Twitter.
Basically.
I can't believe that you have Scottish Twitter at your fingertips. That's too much power.
All the power of Scottish Twitter unleashed upon this world.
Uh,
And a lot of it's like, yeah, I see. I told you couldn't trust anyone. You should have just stayed in the woods. That's
I
basically the gist of what it's yelling at me.
she looks down at the thing and goes, "Little fairy, you don't know shit. You are aware of this, right? Like, you were born a couple of years ago. I get that you're a member of the court, but yeah, nah. I've been at this much longer than you." And she sort of like taps the back button out of to back out of the notes app that you had open.
And it reopens itself, and just like this is a slurry of expletives.
She smiles and she goes, "All right, well, I'll be in touch. If you guys need anything, I don't know much more about this situation, and I have some big fish to fry right now, but if I can answer anything, I will."
I'm surprised you haven't asked how my head is staying on.
Oh, I mean, I've heard like stories. I don't know, like, I see that you've got a scarf on, but like I don't know if you use stitches or if like you can actually use magic to keep it. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
not actually wearing a scarf. It's just clear stitches.
Oh.
It's like a clear nylon thread.
Oh, in that case. Oh, yeah, no, I can see, like, you can see things if you know what to look for, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she sort of like points at one of the little stitches.
Hmm.
But
I
yeah,
see.
have a good night. I really need to go upstairs. I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
him fall. Okay, bye.
Just yeah. Good luck. And he heads out. Jay heads out to the car and hops in the driver's seat.
All right.
Okay, Gary, send me your address again. I assume I'm gonna drop Sky first because she's at the other end of town.
We're not going to bed yet, right? We're on the clock now. I heard you guys talk about saving people and all that. I'm not tired. We got shit to do.
Sky, do you want to head back to my place then, and we can try and work this through?
Yeah.
Or should we head to the address we were given? Oh, I assume since Heath ran upstairs, she didn't lock the front door, so I go back in and grab the file off the
All right.
dining room
Yeah, sure.
table, and run back into the car.
No,
probably
actually,
shouldn't
you start running back inside, and then as you try to open the door, you suddenly
Oh.
feel yourself just turned around. Like suddenly,
God
it's like
fucking
you
damn,
take
these
one step,
anti-Fey wards.
you
This
take
is
one
discrimination.
step towards the door, and suddenly the next thing you know, you're taking a step away from it.
I roll down my window as I see this. You need help?
Yeah, what you see, by the way, you two, is you see Jay walk up to the door, hold his hand out, and then like sort of just turn around himself and then take a step away.
I also see the ward now because of my sight.
That's a thing.
And I see it. And I'm like, hey, I can get past that.
Could you grab the files? I forgot them.
As you walk past me, as you walk to the car, I walk past you and I go in and I get the file.
I can't believe I just got fucking cucked by a door.
You got cucked by a door.
I get that.
Damn. Why didn't Heath ward the stairs? God damn.
Because she puts wards up around the house. It takes a lot of energy.
So yeah, I grab as I come out and I'm like, hey, that's weird. As
I don't say anything. If you
as
want
I
to ride
point at
home,
Jay.
just drop it, and I get back in the car.
It like as it just strikes me as I leave the door again, like, that's why'd that happen? But ignorantly, I just like shrug and just like, all right, sitting there, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
You just kind of like you may have assumed that like I forgot my phone in the car because it was still plugged into the aux
No,
the aux cable in the car.
I saw the barrier. I saw you get to it and then immediately turn around. So I saw that. I have no context though. So we're all in the car again. And I returned to the topic. I looked at the crime scene, and there wasn't much left. And I think all the cops there are just gonna really fuck us over. I don't think it's
Yeah,
worth it.
but you said you felt something there. Like it felt you being there.
We shouldn't fight it now.
Yeah, we're not ready right now. We should be careful around the scene if we do check that out.
So would Gary know about how weaknesses in monsters work? No, I wouldn't. Would I?
No, probably
Okay.
not. However, Sky almost definitely would.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
So I'm imagining you like quick explain that to us after I say that we shouldn't go there because it's spooky.
Yeah, I mean, Sky doesn't know everything about like weaknesses and stuff,
But you know that
definitely is.
Also,
little bit like-
Heath did mention earlier that most of them have a specific weakness.
Yeah.
right, but what do we know? What we're fucking losers. What do we know? What does that mean to us?
Notably, I don't think that. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
Sorry, and while this is going on, Jay backs out of the driveway and like drives down to a drive-through, like
fuck
basically
yeah,
just
we're
like
going to Taco Bell.
no, like a
No.
sorry, a drive-in rest, like a drive-in, like kind of like a Sonic, and like
Yeah.
And
do you guys want anything?
Um,
We're gonna have to.
Can I get a fucking
I look at the menu. Can I get like a kitty water? That sounds good.
All right, and then I Sky,
So a water.
No, but like a you know, one of the free ones.
the tiniest little sip.
Yeah.
It's
Sky
on
hands
me,
you-
so
Sky still hands you a couple of bucks and goes, "Hey, can I get a vanilla shake?"
yeah. Gary, you're sure you don't want anything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Not even like a coffee or.
No, I'm all good, man.
All right. So I rolled on the window. Yeah, can I get 2 vanilla shakes? Sky, do you want a cherry on yours?
I'm good.
All right. No cherries on either of those. And then also a cup of water as well with some ice and a straw.
And
Yeah.
you drive through and
No. It's a drive-in. Like they bring it
So-
to the car.
Oh.
Yeah, so
We're sitting
don't
like under
move
this
anywhere.
like covered thing.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
With a
sorry.
bunch of like bright lights around.
I don't
Like I said,
have
it was like a
Sonic
Sonic.
around where I am, so I
Oh, okay.
did
Bitch,
not.
there's one in American
just don't
Canyon.
go to it much.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes to fucking
But no, like
Sonic?
think of like it's Matt. It's like one of those classic drive-ins. Like they
No, yeah,
have like roller
I
skates
know.
and all that
I've
stuff.
seen them before. I just
Okay.
didn't think.
Yeah,
About it.
so we're at one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone comes out and fucking gives you food, milkshakes. It's cool.
For
It's
real,
great.
me, this is awful because I love diner food.
Diner
so I'm
food
in.
is fine. Sonic is not diner food.
No,
Sonic is
I know, and
McDonald's.
I'm assuming this is some like family-owned cool
Yeah,
place.
it's not like a
we're-
legit Sonic. I was just using as a comparison
Right.
because it's really the
Oh, I
only
see.
like mainstream one around.
Yeah.
Right.
I got
No,
you.
but I'm imagining because this town is kind of like stuck. There'd still be one or two that have managed to like avoid the corporate hammer.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's about it's just the sun's just sort of starting to set as you guys pull up and start.
Would you say it was pretty?
I would say that it's pretty in the way that an Oregon sunset is always pretty.
Nice. As we sit, I get out of the car and start taking pictures of everyone in the car as we talk in the sunsets with my cool camera.
and then like very very quietly, like you see my phone screen light up, like and then just like some very soft like death metal starts playing, and I turn the car stereo down, and it like turns itself back up, and then I just press the off button
hang
on
on.
it,
No,
and unplug the
It
phone.
can only have control over one thing at a time, so it would tune to a station.
Okay. Yeah, it tunes to like a rock station.
No, it tunes to like a Christian station, and it's just it's so terrible for everyone.
No, no. Okay, this is my.
No, I know. I'm just making a goof.
Creature.
Making a goof.
Yeah.
Right, so,
Besides, I made in my character intro like I'm not religious anymore. Like my character refuses to go to churches.
No, but like as the death metal starts to play, and we just kind of hang out as our beverages come.
So I'm giving the file a detailed look through.
Yeah. So where do we gotta go? That's the one thing. I
mean, with most crimes, you investigate the scene.
That's our only.
But I imagine if you look there again, maybe, I don't know, in person, I don't know what would happen.
Well, this is dark. I can.
What did it?
Oh, hey, look, it's the one.
Jim. Suddenly, Hal appears in the back seat of the car next to Sky.
What the fuck? It's that one.
Hi, Jim.
Anyway,
I'll be there when you guys get there. Let's say
I'm gonna swing by Hal's house again before we go to the drive-through, because you're back.
You're say that we got like a text
you guys are slurping on milkshakes when you get a text message from Hal like, "Hey, sorry, can you guys still pick me up? Is that still a thing?" Blah blah.
Okay, so we go do that, and then we are now in front of Hal's house. Bam.
Yeah. So I text Hal like, "Hey, do you want anything from the drive-in, like a milkshake or something?"
Hal says that he would love a box of fries.
All right.
And they get Hal his box of fries while you
go into a drive-thru, you dummy.
No, to get it to go, you do, to save the people inside time. Gosh, don't know drive-thru etiquette. Damn.
I don't go to them.
I do.
Hey, good for you. Okay, so you get a bag of fries.
We've had a solid like 20 minutes of drive-in talk.
It's pretty great. I love it.
And so we pull away, and
let's just say there's a big old line. Like somebody in front of us just ordered like 50 things.
Hey, I'd like a burger and another burger and another burger and another burger
and a burger.
Can I get?
But yeah. Anyways, Gary goes in and gets the fries to bypass like the line, and then Jay hands the file over to Sky in the back seat to take a look at as we head to Hal's house, and someone cuts me off on the way there, and I like the music volume spikes as the man screams "kill," and
I give an eyebrow.
I turn it down, and then we turn onto Hal's street, and is our normie sitting outside, or is he inside?
Are you kidding me? It's hot out, or not? I don't know.
It's evening now. Yeah, the sun is setting, and
I bet it's like really nice out. I bet
it's probably like 70 something.
Yeah.
And
also, you're in
slight
Oregon.
breeze.
It's not gonna be that hot.
Yeah, no. How's inside?
Okay, so Jay gets out of the car and wow. Okay. Anyways, Jay gets out of the car and rings the doorbell.
It only takes a couple seconds, and Hal opens the door.
Hey, Hal.
He's fully good to go, and he is just looking good. He's dressed for the occasion.
You look good today. How was your thing earlier?
It was alright.
Yeah, you missed Heath's gumbo.
Yeah, I felt this overwhelming feeling over me that just whatever was controlling my strings just sleepy.
Yeah. All
But I'm
right.
here now.
Yeah. So, the fries are in the car. I have Gary and Sky with me. If you remember them.
I waved
Nope.
to you from the car. Hey!
How waves.
Yes. I like give myself like a I did it as I get a wave back.
Jay gestures to the bracelet on Hal's wrist. Oh, I see it arrived.
Hal nods with a very wide smile. I don't know. He's beaming.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So if you want to hop into the car, we were just talking about what Heath called us all over for, and that letter that text we got from that unknown number. What that's all about.
Sounds good. Hal starts walking with Jay to the vehicle.
All right. And Jay opens the rear door for Hal.
Wow.
Wow.
Quick question, Jay. What is your car?
I want to say Jay drives what I drive in real life. A Buick Enclave. It has 3 rows of seats and it's basically like a van, but like more
Yeah,
luxury car.
It's a fucking rich boy car. I know.
It's not even a rich boy car. I paid $8,000 for it, and 2 of that was from insurance money for my other car getting totaled.
Damn. And it's not winter, is it?
No, it's not. It's
February.
It's
Oh, okay. So no,
I thought it was like summer. Fuck.
then it is winter. It's Oregon. It snows there. So it's
I
cold.
thought it was
February.
like late. I was under the impression it was like like late spring.
Yeah,
We
I thought it was like
literally, in character Twitter tweeted about Valentine's Day.
Who?
Right.
Both Hal
Yeah.
and I.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
so-
Okay.
yeah. So it's still pretty nippy out actually.
Okay. Yeah. So we all hop back in the car.
Jackets suddenly slide onto all of us. And I give Hal the file, and I tell him about how John was dressed up in all white with his gas mask and told us about these brutal murders of different children.
Hal stops you. He's like, all white with a gas mask?
Yeah,
What
really
a
weird.
tool.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Anyways, John's shit. It's just him.
Hey, come on,
It's fucking crazy, man. What the fuck,
dude!
you
can't call him crazy with your fucking magic.
Yeah, man, you kind of did a thing there. That was a
Like-
little weird.
We all saw it.
I
You can't.
Not to mention
Write
his gas
someone
mask thing kind of looked like he's You mentioned something about being sick, like he's got some breathing shit going on.
I'm not telling
Okay.
anyone like what I saw or
The gas
heard
mask is
upstairs.
weird, but
Yeah, but you can't wear all white before Labor Day. What is this?
also, but really quick, as you two like criticize me for my magic, I instantly stop talking and just look kind of super hurt.
Super what?
I mean,
Hurt.
sorry, dude.
Yeah.
But you're you got the magic shit. I got a knife and a bow. So it's kind of out of my my thing.
Hal's like, wait a second, do we have things?
I mean, if
What gear did you start off with? I don't
mean,
imagine we've geared up
Yeah,
yet.
no, I don't.
Yeah, no,
I don't think
this guy's just
James-
talking about the fact that this is
She
what
has her Bowie knife
knows.
on her,
Yeah, no, she has her little
Oh,
knife sheath
yeah.
thing at her hip, but
Where's my sheet?
Sleepy.
Real.
Yeah, Hal's still waking up. You're very in character, which I appreciate.
But Cap, for real, do you need me to explain anything that happened before you got here?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Hal's
he's
just
the-
gonna fucking roll
he's-
with the punches.
He's the mundane. He just kind of
Yeah.
Right.
Way to go.
He's accepting what's going on.
All right, cool.
Seeing
So
weirder shit on the depths of Twitter, Instagram. He hit up that cult scene as well in the transitional period between
you
high
know
school and college.
So I sigh through out my nose. Maybe we should go to the crime scene. I think it's the only lead we have right now. There's no other
Are we
place to
like
go.
I
properly?
mean, is there
are we,
anything
like,
in this
ready?
file? Because like I've been looking through it. Like
Right? Any locations?
I'm asking Matt out of character. Is there anything in this file that like may give us a lead to where to go next?
Not that
Yeah.
you can think of. It's really
Yeah.
just information on the crime itself.
Yeah,
Hal nods. Let's go to the crime scene.
All right.
Uh,
And
Do we all have like gear and shit? Like, what if there's something there?
as
Wait. Okay, we've been driving, or we just sort of been sitting in the car?
I'm imagining we kind of just like circle.
we've been sitting in your driveway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run back in. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'll go grab.
Okay. Speaking of,
Does anyone else need anything?
Gee,
I
I
lean
think I'll be okay.
I lean my head out the window. Do you have a knife? Just like a knife, just like a big kitchen knife.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
that. Okay,
Sure.
cool. And I sit back in the car. Speaking of magical potential, if any of you want your weapons, I bring up my fingers and I do quotes like empowered. I can use my thing to do that for you if you want. It's
I think
Alright.
I'll be.
Yeah, I think
alright.
for now I'm okay.
okay.
You kind of seemed a little more dangerous last with that.
Guy doesn't
No.
want her dagger to blow up.
Just offering.
Also, like, fuck. I went out of, like, a little out of character with that there. But this guy's just like, hey, can we go back? It's a little bit of a ways, but can we go back by my place? I don't know if I feel safe going near one of those places without at least the bow and all that.
I
you
definitely
know.
think we should let's do a little regroup. We'll drive around and we'll get ourselves mentally ready before we tackle this beast.
Has Hal gotten back in the car yet?
No.
Okay.
How this one took an ass. Goodbye.
I get out of the car and I press the automatic like trunk release and as it like beeps softly telling you that it's opening, I hop out of the car, my boots crunch in the snow as I go back and like you hear like some like metal on cardboard clattering in the back and then I close the trunk again. Okay, I think I'm all set.
Is the road clear? Is the road and like the sidewalk clear in front of Hal's house?
Yes, it's probably been plowed and shoveled.
While I wait, I fuck around on a skateboard.
All right.
Still ice cream, my guy. I know you don't know what snow is, but like
No, I know. No, Gary's just so nervous he doesn't care. He's just
blades are for skating. It's kind of snowy.
it's kind of
I'm sure you all take notice when Hal's garage door starts sliding open with a clamor, and he starts walking out with a new scarf that he didn't have before because I don't know, he didn't check the weather, and that's wrapped around his neck pretty tightly. And he's got a big wheelbarrow. And he wheels it out, and he kind of like takes it down to like the in between the entrance to the garage and the car you guys are sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
You can see in the back that he has a fairly new car in decent condition.
Ooh.
It's actually a Mercedes 2014.
I look at your really good Mercedes car. Wow, what a nice car, dude. And then I feel bad about how shitty I've done to myself, and I just keep quiet as you wheel your thing.
There's a wheelbarrow full of shit.
Like
Jay
shit?
walks over to help
Weaponry.
the wheelbarrow.
Oh,
And
Christ.
It's
Pop's
full of impromptu weapons. There's a golf club set. There's there's a gun in there.
I walk over and I'm like, did you get the knife for me, my dude?
He nods and hands you a butcher's knife.
I pick it up and then
Oh wait, not like a butcher's knife, not like a cleaver, but like a like the big
Like-
one.
Yeah.
a chef's knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitchen knife.
Yeah,
knife for
can I-
kitchen.
He
Can I
holds
use-
up his hand. Just so you know, Gary, that's
good.
real fucking sharp.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna make it even sharper. I'm gonna use magic to enchant this, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus weird.
Okay, that's super good. That's gonna be an 11.
Yeah. Your weapon starts again. You guys feel for one of you feels for the third, one of you for the second, one of you for the first time tonight. Feels like that grainy, uncomfortable feeling wash over you for a second, and Gary, whenever you're holding the knife, you can feel that it feels like the handle is covered in sand.
I do like the full like Dark Souls thing. Like I hold it in one hand, and then my as everyone feels this grit, my hand glows ghostly again, and then I move it over the blade, and then
The blade just sort of looks normal though.
okay, I'm like, all right, that should be
Mr.
better than
Sandhands.
So, Hal
Sand all over my hands.
rummages through the wheelbarrow full of shit for a while. Most of the stuff is like halved things, like hoes and shovels. But he gets to the near the bottom, and there's like a box. It's kind of like a rectangular thing. And one side of it is glass, the rest of it's wood. And he lifts it up, and there is a scout's uniform on inside. And across the scout's uniform is this rather, rather crude, I guess is the word, but I mean, for a kid's craftsmanship, recurve bow.
Oh.
And
No,
he's,
yeah.
and he kind of pulls it out, and he's like, "Hey, one of y'all, you want something?" There's also a gun, but I
We
don't
bow
know.
boys.
I got it down, my dude.
This isn't. Hal doesn't use a bow.
Damn.
This is for Sky.
This guy's already got a compound bow.
Just
In the car? It's
Not in the car yet.
Yeah, he's
Just
saving
take
you the
this
trip.
bow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright.
Say something like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I just said yeah, alright.
Oh, good.
Sounds pretty good.
Hal hands Sky the bow.
Kinda. Yeah, Sky.
In my
Sky
trunk is a
takes it.
shotgun, by the way, Matt.
That's one of your gear, right? I don't have to stack
Yeah.
it myself. Yeah, I thought so.
For reference, Theo, your Sky's bow is going to be much better.
Yeah, no, I've
it's-
already got the stats on both now.
But it is a 40. This one is a 40-pound draw weight, so you can kill small deer with it.
There you go.
Thanks.
So we going, boys? I say as I clamber back into the
Are we
car.
all geared up?
Yeah.
Like out of character? Is everyone geared up?
No, I'm mostly magic, so getting the knife was pretty much just Oh, would there be any armor actually? How?
Well, okay. Like most of the stuff in the stuff isn't like swords. It's like
No, I don't mean. Do you
It's
have
like guard-
plate mail,
flash.
shopkeeper?
he doesn't
No.
have like Kevlar, but I'm sure he has lots of linens that you could drape over yourself. And I mean,
Maybe a smock from painting or something.
No,
Yeah.
I that wouldn't be. I don't think that would count.
Yeah.
Dejected. I get into the car. Let's head to that crime scene, boyos. Whenever
Jay
y'all are
wheels
ready.
the wheelbarrow back into the garage and like presses the pin pad to close it for Hal.
okay. Hal thanks him and takes a moment to shake his head, not at Gary but about Gary. He's like, "Oh my god, that guy wants to ruin one of my nice jackets. Bitch, these ain't cheap."
I didn't take
Jay
it.
Jay can sense this connection, this disdain, this general disdain, and just pats Hal on the shoulder and starts heading towards the car.
Jake gets. Yeah, Hal gets in and starts eating his fries.
Hell yeah!
He
That
has
place is so
Jay. I mean, not Jay. I'm so not used to not calling myself Jay. So for reference for what Hal has, he has in one pocket, which you wouldn't know, but now you do, a little Swiss Army knife It seems pretty out of use. Probably hasn't been used for 10 years.
Are these already statted, or should I stat them?
These are on my mundane weapons.
Oh, cool.
Like on my sheet. And on much more noticeable is a very long club. Like I would say like an over large nightstick.
So like a baseball bat.
A baseball bat, but it's got like little reinforcements in it, which he uses for beating the shit out of anyone who might try to rob him.
Oh, that's a mood.
I look at your weapon. That's pretty crazy, man. When did you make that?
He nods with a smile, looks at the bow, looks back at the fucking really nicely made club, and he's like, "Bitch, I didn't make this. I bought it in Japan."
At least you're honest.
It looked
As
very
always.
scary.
It is, my dude.
Oh yeah, I remember that trip too. That was pretty wild.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. And Jay pulls out and starts heading to 146. What was it? 1460 Oak Street.
No, it's 1446. Oh,
Okay, 1446 Oak Street.
All right.
I got that shit noted down, my bro.
And we're gonna take a break here, but let me just use one of my cool keeper moves. Take a break because I have to feed the dogs.
Oh, okay.
So, as you guys are driving down the road, we, as the audience, the omniscient audience, pull back, and we start to move out of town, out towards the forests, and we see a man, the same man that we saw at the beginning of our adventure, the same man sitting at the edge of his bed. He doesn't look nearly as irritated as he did, but he does look dirty, as though he's been walking around in the woods all day. He's got mud up to his boots, and his pants are pretty soaked from trudging through different bits of different little snow drifts. And he continues walking directly towards the same place that you guys are going, 1446 Oak Street. And I'm gonna go feed the dogs, so I'll be back.
And I'm going to take a washroom break.
Oh, welcome, Jim.
What's up?
There was these two kids, and they got cheese grated. Now we got to go find the person that cheese grated them, yo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like only to their head, and then their bodies were just like left. So that's where we're going, to the crime scene. John was weird.
What did John do?
When Jay went up to, like, he wouldn't take off his mask, even though we all knew he was John. We kept calling him John. And like when Jay went upstairs and like knocked on the door and was like, hey, it's me. Instead of just saying, oh, hey Jay, I'm weird, don't come in, he texted Heath, and was like, and then Heath came upstairs and took Jay back downstairs instead of just John telling him to go away. I looked at the crime scene using magic, but while I looked at the crime scene with my magic powers, instead of it just being like, oh, you see nothing, the presence, this thing, like, noticed me and possessed me and then tried to make me like leave the house. Sky stopped me from leaving, and then I rolled a 14 for or 13 for act under pressure to just start crying. And so that made Sky know that there was something wrong, and so they stopped me from leaving. Then Heath dispelled the curse on me, and then we went and have just been trying to discuss our options because it doesn't seem like we have a lot to go on. Most of the information in the envelope that we keep talking about was pretty irrelevant. It just mostly was about many other similar brutal murders where like people were like graded apart. But no other real leads besides just the crime scene. So that's where we have been kind of avoiding to go because the thing is there.
Nice. At least we
Right.
know.
Exactly. Also the what the fuck was I gonna say? I don't know, man. This game is cool though. If you want a better explanation, there's the VOD, of course. But I feel.
I'm not gonna watch that now.
Well, I mean, God, I fucking don't want to go here. I have magic that I can use as we get to the crime scene. I can banish a spirit curse from the person, object, or place it in habits. So when we get there, I can just real quick be like, "Fuck you." But that's risky because this thing already doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be I feel like it would be a necessary risk because this thing is like I didn't get to do
Because it
anything.
doesn't like you.
Right. Well, not just that. Like I didn't get to do anything. Like I got to make that acting and pressure check to cry, but like if you hadn't been there, I would have just walked out and probably, been super hurt.
Been a little bit murderized.
Right. So I think we need to take the risk with the magic. I can also help you guys. I can give you buffs with one of my abilities. Welcome back. So I can do this thing called jinxing you, and I can give you a forward.
What's a forward?
It's basically just a +1. So like you get it. So like I can do that. I can also I can enchant a weapon to give it plus harm, and then it does magic damage, which I think is more effective. But I don't know. So that's the stuff I can do with magic as well. If you guys just wanted to insight.
Want to know something wild?
What, you're a fairy?
Aside from that, I mean, I'm not even a traditional fae. Like, I'm a fae. Like, I'm not a fairy.
I know what you are.
When the
bitch.
head thing was mentioned, I thought you were a like a Doulahan.
Yeah,
Or...
Jay is a
Yeah.
Dullahan, and
Yeah.
my horse is in my phone and it possesses my car and other
Oh,
cars.
shit.
Hey, it's me.
Well,
Hey, it's you.
Hey,
Like,
did you like the gift that I sent? It was just like, that's Heath.
Yes. Yes, I did.
But yeah, I get base magical forest. I have ignore armor, and I roll weird instead of tough for my checks.
Right.
So
But you're you're fucking monstrous. We have a normie and a normie too.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
yeah,
offer.
but I have a magical spine whip. So like,
I can also heal you, so you don't have to worry about healing. I can just do that.
it's not a contest, guys.
No, I'm not trying to contest. I'm just telling you that
I
this
have knife.
is nice.
I have knife and but
Yeah, that's basically.
but ma.
Like, you guys are
it's
all on
just
about,
my
like, your cool magic.
Wait, does Sky have like anything that's like
No magic.
not mundane, or are you
No.
mundane?
Aside from an encounter.
What does that mean?
Essentially, what Sky is she's.
Or are you the wronged? That's
Yeah,
the
I'm the
fucking
wronged.
best one. Ah, it's definitely what I would have done if I didn't do mundane.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a fun class, but yeah. So my character is just like, nah, man. When I saw that shit, it's just like, no, I know something not cool did this. It's not a dog.
Meanwhile, Hal's like not. So he's just like playful as fuck. He's like, "What are you guys doing? What's this? What's that giant thing?"
No, also
I got this cool bat.
for your own mental picture, while Gary's explaining this all to Hal, I am dead face serious. Like, there's no smile. There's no mostly almost a grimace. 'cause
Hal's not dead face serious, but
I know you're not.
I appreciate
just-
his tone.
No, I know. But we pull up to the 1446 Oak, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
you all pull up to the crime scene. You see Pretty abandoned post at this point. All of the police officers have gone home. There's
Mhm.
still caution tape all around the premises. And as you all hop out of the car, I'm assuming you're
We
all
don't hop out of the car yet.
Oh, okay.
Before we hop out of the car, I look at the party and I say, "Okay, so after what happened at the house, I don't think it's safe for us to go in there without me doing something first. And so Matt, I'm gonna use magic again, and I'm gonna
Speak for
banish.
yourself.
I'm gonna.
How looks hurt? Wait, you didn't like my decorating? What?
No, it was great. It was great. I just got possessed. So I'm gonna
No, how
banish.
thinks you're talking about his house?
So I'm gonna banish a spirit or curse from the place it inhabits. That being this crime scene.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cast this magic, and again, you feel the grit. And then you just sort of look at the house. It's still an empty house.
Can there be can I just give a small somatic, like there's as I like move my hands like quickly at the house, you'll hear like a kind of just like a small sad scream, and then we all get out of the car.
Just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it into the mic, but like it's like
No.
or a fucking yip like a dog.
No,
Like you
it's
step
just
on a dog's tail and it's just fucking like
Yeah. Actually, it is. It's just abrupt and kind of just like grating on your ears. And then I turn to you and I'm like, all right, it should be good. Let's go inside.
Heath from home is just like sighs to herself and goes, "God, Gary's so fucking obnoxious."
How is making direct eye contact with Gary, but speaking to the side with Jay some shifty thing?
Mm.
Oh wait, that would be. I forgot Jay was driving. I don't know how that would work.
You lean up because you're sitting behind the driver's side.
Okay, yeah. But then I don't know how he's making direct eye contact with, unless Gary's sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah, he is.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
And yeah, you are. And Sky's in
Okay.
the back.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm sitting in the passenger seat.
Okay. How's a bit of a tricky bitch? So watch out.
I thought that meant that Hal's just constantly switching seats throughout the whole.
No.
How's a tricky bitch? And that means that you showing up so late was super in character.
Yeah, man, that was all planned.
Mm-hmm.
Totally wasn't asleep in.
So are you guys hopping out of the car?
I leave. I get out of the car. And I start walking towards the house.
All right.
I get out of the car and go to the trunk and I pull a very suspicious looking long bag and like drape it over my shoulder and unzip it. It's totally not a 12 gauge, but
Mm-hmm.
How before you even unzip it, Hal nods knowingly.
All right. So Gary's in the front, and Gary, as you step under the police tape, you hear a rustling in the bush.
I immediately look at it.
You don't see anything but a bush.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's this guy that was following us? A little bit more information on that.
Guy that
so
was
he
following?
needs the recap of the
said-
morning. What happened?
Well, you said there was like no, I don't need the
right.
whole recap, but who was like the guy?
No, there was not a guy following you. There was a guy approaching the house, the same house
Yeah.
that you guys were going to, from a different angle. And that guy is this crime scene is where 2 children were murdered and 1 man went missing. And
that's
is
the
guy
man?
who went missing.
Okay. Cool.
Is this the dad?
Yes, it's the children's father.
Okay, so I'm assuming the police assume that the dad is at fault because he's now missing.
That's one of their leads.
I would say to make this a lot easier on myself, I'm gonna say Hal knows everything that I know. So
That's fair.
as far as a complete lack of knowledge,
I like that roleplay wise.
cool.
I'm gonna take a Jay's gonna take a quick jog around the house. Just, I mean, not literally a jog, but
Mm-hmm.
Perimeter
he,
sweep.
Yeah, inside of his
Clockwise or
suspicious
counterclockwise?
bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach into my suspicious bag and take out my little baby drone, and I plug my phone into it,
Hell yeah, modern tech.
and it kind of like floats off on its own and goes the opposite direction. So I'm gonna sweep. I'm assuming the driveway is the driveway on the left or right side.
The driveway's on the right side.
I'm gonna go around counterclockwise,
Okay, so you start walking around counterclockwise, and
and the drone is going the other way.
the drone's going the other way. As you do that, I'm assuming you're looking at your phone pretty constantly.
I mean, I have it. Like the horse will vibrate if it sees anything, but
Okay,
I'm
it
kind of like
vibrates
keeping my.
almost immediately.
I take a look down at the phone.
You see, crouched behind a bush on the other side of the yard, a young woman just sort of looking at you guys.
I'm gonna-
Does she
I'm gonna-
hear the drone? Drones are loud, man.
She doesn't. It's a silent drone.
Yeah, she
It's a
probably
low.
does.
It's a low
Gotcha.
one.
She can't do shit about it. Like, oh yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, so as soon as this happens, you see her look up, and then you see her stand up in the actual in real life.
Yeah, and I turn over to her with my phone in hand.
I just go ah!
and she points a handgun at the four of you and goes, "Nobody move."
Whoa,
it.
lady.
The killer always comes back to the crime. So how'd you do it?
Hal is currently looking at his phone tweeting, and he is like so oblivious.
You better be live
I'm
tweeting.
gonna say he has earbuds in, and he's just like bopping to some tunes.
I'm gonna immediately jinx this bitch.
Okay.
All right.
So I put my hands up. I took my phone in my pocket and put my hands up and like slowly walk back onto the driveway. So sorry, out of character, if I heard you correctly, said the killer always comes back to the scene of the crime.
Mm-hmm.
So at cursory glance, does this woman appear to be wearing a police uniform?
No. Or she looks to be probably about 22, 23 years old. And she's just wearing like just regular ass street clothes with a leather bag slung around her shoulder.
In the middle of winter.
Also,
see.
I rolled a 8 for my jinx, so I get 1 hold to use.
Okay.
Great. Boop, boop.
So, I assure you, ma'am, we're not the killers.
Sounds exactly like something the killers would say. Now, as
What?
I
Well,
said, how'd you do it?
Why are you here?
I look at her again. Do you have any evidence at all? Do you even know who we are?
Gary,
She
she's
points
asking
at
us
you and
why
goes,
we're here.
You're holding a knife.
I don't have it in my hand. I
He's
have that
got
shit
a
in my.
club.
Listen, listen, Gary, she's asking us why we're here. You were here first. Like, obviously you say you're staking out, but like, how long have you been here? Because the police didn't leave all that long ago.
I've been here all day. I was taking crime scene photos, and now I'm back here.
So are you part of the police force?
No,
Or you just
no,
out
I'm the
here?
one asking questions here.
Yeah, I actually like. I'm like, hey, that's a good point. Why are you here again?
I'm here again because the killer always comes back to the scene of the crime, but the cops didn't believe me, and here you are.
Al starts humming.
I literally like is there a rock near me on my
Listen,
by my feet?
listen, just put the gun down.
I'm not putting the gun down around some
Take
fucking
your finger.
murderers.
Take your finger off the trigger. I promise we're not gonna murder you.
Can I just cash in that jinx and make her drop the gun by interfering with her?
That gives them -1 forward. So essentially, you give her a bit of like a headache, and so she's like, "God, fucking," and just keeps the gun trained on you guys.
Good. Now she's irritable.
Great. Good job,
Exactly what
Gary.
you wanted.
So I take the bag that's slung off my shoulder and set it down. So, if we were the killers, why would I have a drone surveying the property? We already know the police left. Because they're not here.
I mean, I don't know. Why would you murder 2 children?
Why would we? What motivation do we have?
You can't. That's not how this works.
Hal starts speaking up. His voice is directed towards Gary. Hey Gary, did you see that one GIF of Chloe? Like,
Stop!
She was like,
Stop!
She was like running from a
no!
spider or something.
No! Not now! Please, not now, man! And I like head nod towards the gun.
I mean, Hal wasn't looking at you.
Oh.
I'm gonna say yeah. Hal looks up. He looks around and he doesn't.
As you not look, I yell at you. Look at me, please.
Hal looks up. He pulls out an earbud. What's good?
Then I nod towards the person pointing a gun at us. Like, there's a bit of a situation.
Hal looks over and he just fucking like his like fuck the light leaves his eyes. The color of his skin just fucking like goes pure white. He drops his phone and drops to his knees and puts his hands up. And he's like, "Oh God, please don't! I have so much to do tomorrow."
Are you kidding me? Jeez. I turn back to the person. Do we look like a group of people that would kill 2 kids? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what a person who kills 2 kids would look like.
They do not react. I point to Hal. They do not react like that when you point a gun at them.
Hostage. I'm pretty sure I recognize him from Instagram. So
yeah, it's because he and I are both.
He perks up. He's like, "Wait, you do?"
yeah, you're Hal Mensis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up
look,
is I'm investigating a crime, and I'm pretty sure
Hal gets up. He stands up and he holds up his hands towards his teammates, and he slowly starts approaching the lady, and he's like, "Yo, lady, you know I'm Gucci. Let's work this out." He starts walking over to the bush.
Wait. So Jay, hey, so you follow Hal on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
You obviously saw the picture of him and I having breakfast this morning. He posted like
points the gun up at Hal for a second and puts her finger up, and then like pulls out her phone and starts scrolling for a second, and like she's constantly looking down and looking back up, like making sure you're not trying anything, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, what about those two?"
So
I look at her and I just say, like, I don't live in town. I literally have
so
2.
You don't have an alibi.
Listen, lady, I'm really sure that
I'm gonna try to convince her.
Yeah.
Charm her.
I'm gonna try to charm this bitch because
Okay.
I'm like an internet celebrity. She wants to fuck me or whatever.
You're gonna use a manipulate person move. Roll plus charm.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Like I was waiting for that because like this very famous person is approaching her directly. I'm like, that's pretty good.
So he gives her a relatively soft smile, kind of trying to show her that there's no real danger here. And he says, "I mean, you don't necessarily know me, but you certainly are aware of me, and I hope to some extent that can allow you to trust me. And these 2 are my childhood friends, and they are very, very trustworthy."
Okay, yeah, roll plus charm. 2d6 plus whatever your charm is.
Okay.
Not trustworthy enough to help you move into your apartment.
Fuck off.
Dude.
That's 10.
It's a 10. That's a success. So yeah.
What is a success and a failure in this one?
Okay, so a 10 and above is a large success, which means essentially you get what you want without any consequences. A 7 to 9 is a mixed success, so you get what you want, but there's a downside to it. And then a 6 or below is a miss. So when you do that, you mark experience, and then you fail.
Okay.
So yeah, no, she takes a second. She's like, you can like see the mental math for a second. She's like, fucking, I can't shoot Hal. Fucking Christ. And she
what about me?
She opens.
It's also improbable that we killed 2 kids and left and didn't come back while the cops were here.
I mean, it's been a couple of days. And the cops have been like on the scene for a couple of days, so
Hal continues walking towards the woman, and as he gets close enough where he can reach the gun, he very gently reaches out, touches the top of the gun, and pushes it down.
She's already got it pointing down.
Okay,
in fact,
cool.
By the time that you're walking up to her, she like opens up her satchel and like puts it inside.
Okay. Then he just sort of chills next to her. He actually, you know what? He gauges how good she looks.
She's
How
cute.
good looking this lady.
She's like got pretty short black hair. She's got a cute face, not like drop dead model gorgeous, but like definitely attractive college student tier.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to have
Hal
much
takes
of a
this.
fashion sense though.
Oh, well, never mind.
Jay starts making his way over as well.
Uh-oh.
What?
I heard some, like somebody was messing with their jack.
Yeah,
Is everybody good?
Some crackling happening there for a second.
So Jay makes his way over to her as well. Listen, I'm Jay Kang. I'm Hal's friend. You probably have seen us together online, but whatever. What's your name?
My name's Judy.
Jude?
Judy?
No, Judy. Okay, sorry, I was crunching.
Judy LeClaire. I'm a student down at Bivalve U. I'm here on a project.
I go over and I kind of stretch out my hand. I'm like, I'm sorry for yelling at you. Just scary.
Let's not overwhelm the girl.
Yeah,
guys.
there's certainly a lot of people standing very close to me now, and I'm not super cool with that.
Jay puts his arm out and like stops Gary from getting too close.
I raise my hands and just go inside the fucking house.
Just
quietly,
Hey,
just like,
that's
all right,
still a
good,
police
bye.
scene. Like, even if you're not the murderer, that's still very illegal.
I stop at the door.
Hal puts up his finger to
Gary-
Judy's mouth, and he's just like, shh, 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 shh.
Gary, can you check her on the
Don't
back?
worry
Make
about
sure
it.
there's nothing else around here, if you wouldn't mind.
This guy's
Yeah,
just
sure.
kind of staying towards the outside of the group so that
Hang-
not to like crowd.
Hang on, let's all stick together for a second. What are you people doing here? Like,
I don't really think you'd believe it if
Investigating.
we told you.
It's really simple. We're just a very concerned party. You know, we
very
love this
concerned
town.
parties don't walk into crime scenes. Very concerned
Well, we're
parties
extra
let
concerned.
let the police handle crime scenes.
We're
Judy,
an
I don't
advanced
think
sort of
this is the-
concerned party.
Listen, Judy, I don't think this is a matter that the police are going to solve, and we don't want to. We want to make sure that the people who are actually guilty get dealt with accordingly, and the people
And-
who aren't don't face wrong charges. You know.
I do believe you said it yourself. They didn't believe you. Well, what didn't they believe? Because if
I mean-
they don't believe you for the same reason that they wouldn't believe us, we're on the same team here.
They were pretty sure that Bruce did it, and I've known Bruce since I was a kid. Like, he's not that type of guy.
Well, why don't you help us prove his name?
Hal looks at Judy dead in the eyes. He looks at least somewhat serious for his like typically jovial nature.
Mm-hmm.
If assuming Judy makes eye contact with him,
Yeah.
what can I tell from her disposition aside from what she's already like aside from what parts of her hand she's already shown, what can I tell about her disposition towards me?
She when like for a couple of seconds you like keep staring at her, she like sort of averts her gaze and blushes a little bit.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Hal gives her a hard look and starts scratching his chin, which is totally clean shaven. He would never be caught with 5 o'clock shadow. I'm just saying he scratches it. More so as a gesture to show he's thinking than to actually scratch it. He looks over at the rest of the group and then looks back at her and he says, well, the reason why we need to go in and the reason why we don't think the police can reasonably go in is because we believe this is out of the realm of the police jurisdiction, as my friend said, but so far out of the realm of the police's jurisdiction that we fear it could be dangerous.
As you're saying this, Gary, you're near the front door, right?
I'm at the front door. I'm on it.
Yeah. You and Sky, who's kind of stood back a little bit, both of you guys hear a latch from back around the house.
I'm gonna fucking open the door super fast.
Gary, you should have fucking scanned the perimeter of the house.
Wait, the
when I
back
told
of
you
the
to.
house, not the door, right?
Yeah.
She
Not
told
the
me
back
not to
door of the house, like the back gate.
Oh.
Yeah, is my drone is still up in the sky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so does it go off?
Yeah.
I
Do we
take a
have
look
like
at my
flashlights
phone.
or anything too?
What? I mean,
Because
do
it's
you?
night, right?
Yeah,
It's nighttime.
It's getting nighttime.
Yeah, they're in my car. There's
you
a
at
couple in my
least
car.
have your phone flashlights.
I have a legitimate flashlight in my bag.
So I take a look at my phone to see like the what do I see when I look
You
at
see
it?
a man walking in through the back gate from like just the woods.
What is?
behind.
Can I tell what he looks like?
From the woods?
Yeah.
It might benefit you guys to inform this lady that someone's here.
Yeah.
That should,
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
I-
Jay.
I-
Jay has to say that.
No,
I-
you can also say that, Gary, because you can
I'm
say you
still
heard something.
asking questions. Oh my
Okay.
god!
I heard something.
I'm asking
yells
Matt
Gary.
questions out
Oh,
of
okay.
character.
Sorry.
Holy
Sorry.
fuck! Can I see what this guy looks like?
No, the drone's pretty high up and it's dark.
Okay.
Right.
Not to alarm you, but someone just walked in the back gate from the woods. So we
Judy
should-
is immediately alarmed and reaches back into her bag and grabs the gun and goes, "All right, we got a crime to solve." And then like ducks under the police tape and like just bolts right past you, Gary.
As
Just, like,
as
right
she
into
says
the
that, I just go like, "Fuck you."
door.
just like
Hal
the
follows
most like
behind.
spiteful.
Jay shakes his head and walks around the back of the house, reaching into his mysterious bag for his trusty 12 gauge.
All right, I fucking pull out my stupid knife and follow Hal.
All right.
So you guys are going into the house, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are going through the house. Me, Hal, and this what's her name?
Judy.
Hold on, I need Judy.
Hal
Judy
stops
LeClaire.
as Gary's entering the house, and he's like, "Yo, you're not gonna let Jay go by himself, are you?"
Sky, go with Jay.
Yeah, I'm going with I'm going with Jay.
Hal
Yeah.
looks back and is okay.
I'm worried.
So, fuck. God.
So I round the corner and is he still in the yard or is he
Yeah,
gone inside yet?
By the time that you get around to the there's two gates, one that's like in the back, leading out to the woods, and one that's like near the driveway leading into the backyard.
So like a side yard gate.
Exactly. So the two of you enter in through the side yard, and by the time that you wrap around, you can see a man. Looks like he's probably like late 30s, maybe early 40s, brown hair, just a pretty generic citizen of this town, walking in and currently opening the sliding glass door to the back of the house. And
Hey
at
there,
the
pal.
Same time, the other three of you, Judy, Hal and Gary, right? From the
Yes.
front?
Yes.
Walk
Yes.
in the front, and you can see the same thing over like sort of
Can we put
sort
up-
of an open area.
Put a quick pause on this. I have to go do something real quick, and I don't want to miss anything.
Sure.
Okay. Hurry.
All good.
Go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, as mentioned, I have like a mild headache coming on that's kind of hurting my ability to focus at the moment. So if I ask questions or something, then it's
all good.
not because
It
I'm
happens.
yeah.
No,
worries.
it's fine. I'm just trying to build tension here.
I'm
Yeah.
tense. I'm in the
I am
tension.
too.
I hate
Everyone's
this lady,
tense.
by the way. This lady
In the dark, Hal reaches up and places all of his finger pads on the back of Judy's neck and starts kind of moving them, mimicking a spider.
She shoots you. She shoots you because she has a loaded gun in her hand.
Judy literally doesn't react.
Oh shit!
That's really bad, actually.
She is she's just so overwhelmingly in the zone.
That's
She's
not
very
good.
focused on this suspect. That's okay. Hal kind of giggles to himself and then tries the same thing on Gary.
I
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
as you touch your fingers, I immediately tell you stop, please, no, don't, not right now.
Hal
Come
starts
on,
flicking
dude.
Gary's earlobe.
You guys.
Okay, all right.
Harassing
So the three
simulator.
of you are walking in through the front. As the sliding glass door opens, the other two hear, "Guy, don't, come on, don't."
Can I just, as Hal doesn't stop, can I roll the fucking just punch him?
No.
Fucking no, go for it. I want him to punch me.
I don't punch you hard. I just punch
No,
you in the
punch me,
shoulder.
bitch.
There's no roll
I
for
don't.
that. A
Yeah, I
punch is
just
a
punch
zero
you.
harm
I just-
move. You just punch him in
Right.
the shoulder.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just,
you
like-
punch me in the shoulder. Hal takes it incredibly personally and fucking decks Gary in the face.
Oh my god.
He's so out of it. I get that there's a suspect coming through to the room. Hal's just bitch, nah.
I'm on the ground. It's very easy to knock me down, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, now Hal
Yeah.
feels bad.
Yeah,
Gary's
so,
like a twig.
yeah.
Hal helps Gary out. He's like, damn, bitch.
Okay, you guys are
Eat a
fucking
sandwich.
cluttering.
He
and
needs
Judy
some
is
milk.
still just walking forward.
Okay.
Gun at the ready.
Jay's approaching this guy
I'm gonna get a use magic ready for whenever you wanna get to me, Matt.
I stand behind the man as he walks in, and I'm gonna let Judy deal with this.
Um,
But I'm
it's
behind.
obviously a ghost. Hal says audibly.
Judy turns
So-
around and she turns for a second and she's like, "Shh, not a ghost. It's a suspect."
Okay. So alright, I'm actually just not gonna let any of that happen. I'm gonna try to trap a specific person, minion, or monster. So I'm gonna try to just hold them in place. Just hold
Alright,
person in
magic
bitch.
boy.
Okay. Yeah, no, you start channeling your magic. Hang on. Let Jay do something. Let other
Okay.
people do things, please. Jay,
Yeah,
what
so
were you doing?
I'm standing behind the guy, so he can't run when he sees the people inside. So I assume he already does.
Yeah, he
Yes.
sees the people inside and continues walking forward.
Does he know that we're behind him?
You did call out to him.
Oh, true. Okay. Yeah. So I put my hand on his shoulder and guide him inside towards Judy.
He's not. He just sort of shrugs you off and continues walking towards the stairs.
I can stop him. Guys.
Okay.
Do your thing,
Alright.
dude.
Okay. That is a 10.
Okay. Yeah. You stop him moving, and
Yeah.
he just sort of stands there.
I hold my hand out. Okay. Hello, man. This is a crime scene. What are you doing here?
No response.
Judy,
See, I
is this,
fucking told you guys it's a ghost.
I tried.
Judy, is this Bruce?
Judy walks up and goes, "God fucking damn it! Yeah, it is."
Is he always like this?
I I think we should go upstairs. I think at least somebody should go upstairs to see what he was going for. Check over those rooms. I say this very frantically.
How it goes?
Is
I'll go up there with Hal.
Nah, I'm
Is
gonna do
his
it on
face-
my own.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Is
Don't
his-
worry, I'll
Is
check
his
it out.
face
is his face like super vacant or anything?
Pretty
like
much.
what's
like
okay?
nothing?
Like expression is
is-
just like there's
Is this
nothing going on.
what we saw with
The lights
With
are on,
Gary
but nobody's
earlier?
home. No, it is not. What you saw with
Okay.
Gary earlier was Gary trying to leave, like Gary acting like Gary but trying to leave. This is different. This is
Okay.
nothing.
Oh, I'm good actually. I don't want to do anything else right now.
What do I see as I go upstairs?
As you go upstairs, you see four rooms. One that seems to be a bathroom. Two that are look like children's rooms, and the fourth that is a master bedroom.
I head to the closer children's bedroom.
Okay. You feel sad because you know this child has been murdered, but it seems like just a regular old child's bedroom.
Okay. I check the other child's bedroom. By the way, I'm also looking for like
Clues.
whenever not really. Like whenever
Oh.
you go to like an old house, your instinct is to look for like trap doors, hidden doors, little closet
I see what
doors.
you're saying. Actually,
So I'm definitely
all
looking
of
for-
this together is gonna go ahead and roll plus sharp. You're going to be
Oh.
making a investigate a mystery roll.
That's 2d6.
Yes, 2d6 plus sharp.
Oh shit. 13.
All right, so that is hold two.
Dope.
So you can ask me, the keeper, these questions, and I have to be as
Oh.
truthful as what?
I dropped a dice.
I have to be as truthful as I can be with what you're doing. So you can ask me what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, or what is being concealed here. And you can
Okay.
ask me two of those.
I'm gonna start with, now this is specifically the 4 rooms.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna start with what is being concealed here.
All right. As you look around through these rooms, you can see that, by all accounts, it just seems like a normal person's house. Like there's no crazy drawings, no books that say fucking
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan or Tommy Goes Crazy with no whatever, like there ain't none of that. But what you do notice is a soft whispering that you just hear whenever you step into the master bedroom.
Master bedroom. Okay. Remind me of the question categories. Is there like a place I can find this?
Yeah, it's if you look in the actual book, there
Yeah.
is if you go to the page that's investigate a mystery, so page 186.
Hold up. I'm gonna get to that, so I don't have to keep asking. 186. You can remind me of what they are right now, though.
All right. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what is being concealed here?
Okay. Am I allowed to discuss with my party members?
I mean, yeah. Like
Okay.
out of character, you mean?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm kind of on the fence between where did it go and what kind of monster is it?
We need to find out what it is.
Okay.
That's
That
the-
way we can at least give Heath a lead on what to research. So
that, and we can, we know how to defend against something that we can at least name.
Okay. What kind of monster is it?
Okay. So you continue looking around for clues, and as you're doing so, you hear the whispering like follow you into the children's room once you step out of the master bedroom again.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, you can hear something sliding through the walls.
Punch the wall open. Use
Um,
your
I do have the perfect tool for beating the shit out of a wooden wall.
It's notably, it is like not just
Plaster.
like a scrape, but rather a long, heavy, consistent sliding noise.
Whispering. It's whispering, and it's a snake thing, or some kind of really long thing. Wait, so what sort of creatures?
Snake thing.
Snake thing. Okay. And whereabouts in the wall did I hear it?
You heard it like up above you, like
Okay.
seemingly in just like in the walls itself.
Is there an attic?
There didn't seem to be.
Okay. I hope I don't get held liable for this. I go into the master bedroom and I listen hard. Do I still hear the slithering?
Yeah, you hear it. You don't hear whispering at first, and then you hear slithering again, and the whispering begin once.
Okay. I try my best to locate the whispering and reel back, grabbing onto the little ring at the bottom of my fucking massive club, and I fucking go in on a wall, hopefully
Alright,
breaking
yeah.
the plaster.
You slam into this wall, and you definitely break into the plaster. It's got insulation inside. It doesn't seem to be.
Not hollow.
Having it doesn't seem to have a space for anything to move around in.
Okay. I start pulling out insulation.
All right. As you're doing that, let's jump back to the
Yeah.
hunters downstairs. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow Hal upstairs because I hear the crash of the wall breaking open.
That's in a minute.
Can
That's
I'm
not
gonna
right away. Remember, let's.
Right,
We're
so
jumping back
I'm
in
gonna-
time a second.
I'm gonna try copying what I saw Heath do earlier. I'm gonna try to banish banish a spirit from this person. So, gonna try to basically exorcise this motherfucker.
Okay.
I don't know if there's concentration in this, but I guess he would be able to move for like a second if you want to do anything with that.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, that's gonna be a 6.
Oh, Zin.
I know.
Oh, Zin, you spoil me, Zin.
I know.
Oh, Zin, you've done it again.
I did it again, but you know what I also got again? Experience.
Okay. Yeah, you did. You mark another experience. And
How do you get experience in this game?
failing
It's not.
or
It's
if you
it's
have
paranormal experience.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's either failing or if you have a certain skill that's like a certain move.
I've
that's
actually
like,
marked
when you do this,
experience.
mark experience.
I marked
also-
it because I went off on my own.
Is that a thing? You mark experience from moving off on your own as a murderer?
Don't worry, I'll check it out. Whenever you go off by yourself to check out somewhere, mark
Oh,
it,
that's
or somewhere
fantastic.
scary.
Yeah,
mark
I gotcha. Cool. So yeah, as you, Zin, you place your hands together and attempt to imitate that thing and focus your magic into your hands and start touching it towards this thing's head. And as you do so, you hear the crash from upstairs. And as this happens, you're moving your hand towards it, and we'll slow down a little bit. Your hand moves towards this man's forehead, and on his scalp, a split begins to open, right on where his part would be, or rather, right where his part is for his hair. And it starts splitting downwards, down over his eye, around towards his chin and spiraling inwards until it reaches the center of his face. And it begins to unravel quickly, but in this scene, slowly. And you can see rows of teeth all down this split.
It's a parasite.
As it unfurls and opens, and Zen, it's gonna bite you in the arm.
I know, but do you guys want to know something really funny? The song that just started playing on the OST I'm listening to is called "Get Out."
Matt, is this a parasite from the popular manga and anime series?
No,
Parasite?
but it there is some similarity there.
Okay.
So Zen, you take 3 harm as this thing whaps up your arm and then smacks you in the side of the head, and you can feel these teeth grate into the side of your temple, and you're knocked sideways.
I fucking fly, really, like when it grabs me in its jaws. I'm just like a toothpick, and just I dart towards like the kitchen table, and I break it with my momentum of this entranceway. And then I scream, just run!
You guys, so
Yeah,
Jay.
it's like latched onto arm though.
No, it went
okay.
like the teeth rolled up his arm and hit him in the side of the head.
Right, I'm imagining
okay.
It was like a
it was-
whap, not a grab.
Okay, I thought this thing like came off of the body and like wrapped around his arm.
No.
What does Judy think of all this?
Yeah!
We're taking this one at a time. Jay, what are you doing?
I'm still behind this thing, so
Are you
I'm
going upstairs or are you dealing with this thing? Because you just heard a loud crash upstairs, and
yeah.
then...
Can I head up the stairs? But, like as I push past this thing, as like Gary's trying to exercise it, like I see it unfurl. Can I take a pot shot at it with my shotgun as I run up the stairs?
A shotgun?
There
Yeah,
is
there's
Judy
people.
and Sky standing right next to it.
Okay.
Also,
Well, what
like,
kind of bullets are you using?
Well, it's a shotgun.
Yeah, I just have like buckshot or like slugs in it right now.
Well, no, slugs wouldn't spread like that.
Yeah.
And you
I
could,
guess, yeah.
if shotguns are very close range.
Unless you're using like a bird shot. Like...
Yeah, no, I'm using a slug, so.
Right, so I would say in passing you could maybe do it, but it would be hard.
I'm just gonna like shout a warning as I charge up the stairs.
Well,
yeah, you can make this move. You're going to.
Do I have to roll to kick some ass?
I'm not trying to like take the
kick some
reign.
ass roll because this thing isn't fighting back.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a You're gonna roll plus cool for this, but we're gonna take a -2.
Oh shit! All right. All right. Well, I got a 0 then. I can't talk apparently.
Mark experience.
How much damage does your shotgun do?
No, I just said I shouted at a warning. I didn't want to actually shoot.
Why did you fucking?
Wait,
Listen,
but then why did you have to roll?
Yeah,
Out of
the
character.
roll was the shot.
right. So you shot it, man.
How much damage does your shotgun do?
A shotgun does 3 harm.
3 harm.
3 harm. Okay. Yeah, you running up the stairs. Start running up the stairs to try and get to Hal, and then like your brain's like, no, wait, fuck, this thing is clearly a monster, and you flip around and take a shot, and it catches Judy square in the arm, and her gun goes off and goes skittering across the floor, and she falls to the ground unconscious immediately.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
Sky,
Can I do some?
I'm gonna like quickly, because Judy's pretty close to this thing, right?
Yeah, she's right up next to it.
I'm gonna like quickly try and drag her away from it, just to
Yeah,
keep
this would be an act under pressure. So go ahead. And give me
Okay.
one of those.
So you
Plus
roll
cool.
roll
Plus
2d6.
Cool.
Plus cool. 2d6.
2d6 plus cool.
I got no cool. Okay, I got a 5 and a 4, so that's 9.
So that's a
That's
9?
really good.
Okay, so that's a mixed
Yeah.
success. No, yes, mixed success.
Yeah, that's mixed.
All right. So you can definitely drag her out of here, but this thing has started turning towards her. If you are going to try and do that, you're going to take a hit from it.
Okay.
Do you continue?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, okay. You scoop her up in your arms and start running towards the door. And as you do so, you feel this thing lash out and like grab onto the back of your head and tear at the back of your scalp. And you feel blood running down the back of your neck, but you're able to get out the door.
Okay. So it's more just like a nasty scrape.
Yeah. Jay.
Okay.
You're
How much harm do I
upstairs.
take for that?
3.
Or is there
3 harm.
Okay.
Fuck.
Jay, you're
Hey, damn.
upstairs.
Wait, Jay continues upstairs after.
I
sorry,
shouted
Jay,
run
Jay as in Jim.
super
Hal,
loud.
Hal, you're upstairs.
Oh, I'm like, I was about to say, like, who the fuck would continue? Like, oh yeah, I'll just go upstairs.
Hal, you're upstairs. You heard a very loud crash and then a shotgun blast and then a pistol shot.
Wow.
So shit's going down downstairs. Are you gonna go
I
ahead?
also.
What you doing, bud?
What's happening, Gary?
No, I just shouted run too. If that's
Oh yeah, that's right.
to pepper
I'm
in
gonna
that
be-
this is
I'm gonna
not a
be
good
really-
situation.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. The run is really nice, but the shotgun blast is probably what tipped him off that something was not going on.
No, I know. I get that.
I appreciate it.
no, I get it, dude. I get it.
Okay, Hal, when he hears the first shotgun blast, he like looks up and he's like, "Nani?" And then he hears the pistol blast, and then he hears the fated run.
No. It's actually the
Oh.
opposite order. For
Run,
the gun
started
shots.
it, shotgun.
Run, shotgun, immediate pistol shot, like immediately after the shotgun.
Okay.
And then that's where you're at now.
Okay, and I don't hear any more gunfire.
Not yet, because it's like a second.
Okay, Hal comes to the top of the stairs and looks down and sees what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it sees this
I said, "Hey,
creature, its head
what's
completely
going on?"
unfurled, covered in
Hal,
teeth.
no.
Hal kind of cowers a little bit. He like puts his arm. He's like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck, man? Oh, shit!" And he does a quick check. Where is everyone?
I'm out of
Jay
sight
is
from the
on the stairs. He's the only one you can see.
Okay, and I can see that. Wait, what did Gary say?
You can't see me. I'm out of sight from the
Yeah,
stairs.
he's in
Oh,
the kitchen.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, where is Jay on the stairs?
Jay is like partway
A
up
couple
the
steps
stairs,
up.
like shotgun smoking.
Oh.
Like kind of like panicking a little bit because he just.
Yeah, my eyes are like wide, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Hal comes down the stairs to where Jay is, turns him a bit, and smacks him across the face. And he says, "Dude, we need to go." And grabs him
Yeah.
by the wrist and starts heading downstairs.
Dude, I resist and like, do you see what's at the bottom of the stairs?
Jump out a window, you fucks!
How like, well, how close is it to the? Okay, I'm imagining this house is rather large.
Right.
How close to the stairs is this monster?
This thing was like right up near the stairs when you froze it. So
Right.
it's
Never
pretty
mind.
fucking close right now.
So in that case, Hal goes down, smacks Jay across the face, grabs his wrist, and starts pulling him upstairs.
Good.
Okay.
I kind of like lead into it. Should I shoot it again, or
Hal shakes his head. Who gives a shit?
All
I
right.
guess that means yes.
Hal is pulling you along, so I wouldn't advise shooting a shotgun
Okay.
one-handed.
All right. Yeah, I go along with you, and like I come up to where you were investigating, and
Yeah.
I noticed like the hole in the wall.
Hal is currently looking frantically for a window.
Yeah, no, there are plenty of windows.
Okay.
Hey.
He
Hold up. So you're looking frantically for a window. I noticed you looking for the window. I assume, right?
sure.
So the kids' bedrooms lead to the backyard. The window for the bathroom is too small for a person to get through, and the window to the master bedroom leads to the front yard.
Do any of these windows lead onto the roof? I know this is it's a hallway that has
No, but
two
the
on each side.
garage door is open in the front, or rather, the kids' bedrooms lead to the first one leads to the awning over the back porch.
Okay, then
and
we go there.
And the master bedroom leads to the open garage door.
Right, I'm gonna kick down the window with the one that with the awning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like clear the glass away using like the side of my gun, which I then stuff in my bag with the safety on.
Okay.
Is
You
there
guys
any-
are
is
doing
there any
this.
wood?
Gary, what are
Oh,
you doing?
okay.
I quietly, oh fuck, to myself, and then the screen door is still open, right?
The sliding glass door in the back, yes.
Yes.
But that's you'd have to run past the monster to get to that.
No, right. So that's why I'm not gonna do that. So around me, are there any other windows?
Yeah. There's
So-
there's
so-
a window leading out to the side yard.
So like, here's how I pictured this in my head. Like, I was at the stairs in front of it, right? And it picked me up and then it threw me into the kitchen table. So like, I have this distance at the kitchen table from it now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to use magic at the window,
Okay.
or and I want to blow it open with my magic, and then just quickly just fucking jump and run.
Yeah. Go ahead. You summon this energy once more, and go ahead and roll plus weird.
Okay. That's gonna be a 7. So
A 7,
mixed.
so a mixed success.
Yeah.
You go ahead and you run towards the window, and you blow it open with your magic in front of you. But as you do so, the force that you were summoning to push through this window is too great, and it fucking yanks you forward, and you take another 1 harm. Your injuries are now unstable.
Right. But I'm
you
outside the
fly
house,
through
right?
window, yes.
Okay, cool. I run as fast as my fucking bloody, skinny, broken legs can carry me.
Okay, so you just run
So, yeah,
right
I
past
just-
the car, huh?
Yeah. No, I run to the car, and then I get in, and or I wait. I don't go in the car. I just wait, and I get my magic healing ready. So like my hands glow, and I'm just
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the rest of you?
It would now be an
You're,
appropriate time for me to be able to summon my horse.
You're okay.
We're still
It's
inside.
Get out of
I would-
context.
I would
Yeah.
have
The
been
way
in
that
horse.
your horse works is it needs a conduit. So you can't just summon.
But I can't just
a
have magic horse.
You can have it possess a horse, but you can't
Goddamn.
summon a horse.
You could use it on me.
I'm not gonna turn you into
He's
a
not a
horse.
vehicle. You are not a vehicle.
Excuse me? I'm not a vehicle?
You're a vehicle for beauty, and that's about it.
I look at you guys up on the roof, and I'm just like,
You
get
can't, you
down!
can't see them; they're going out the back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I'll grab Hal and jump, and I'm gonna roll to protect him when we fall.
While they're falling, can I try to give them a forward with my magic?
You still
Don't
can't
you
see
fucking touch me with your stank ass magic.
You
Well, guess what?
How can you see
them.
us?
Still can't see them. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, no, you both tumble out the window and go ahead and roll. Let's see, I believe
Tough.
that's plus tough.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I rolling to protect myself in the air?
I got a 12.
You
So
got a 12?
Damn.
Okay, so let me get to the help out. Oh no, not help out. We're looking for protect someone. So you can either choose to suffer little harm, so one less harm. That would really be the only relevant one here. So
Does
jumping
it
out
apply
the
to
window.
both of us, or
No, jumping out the window would have taken. No, you're taking the damage for him by using protect someone. Jumping out of the window would have done a 1 harm to each of you. So you were taking 2 harm there, and now you're just taking the 1.
okay? So yeah,
So,
I'll do that then.
Yeah, you launch yourself out the window, and then put yourself underneath Hal the way that you roll, and you just sort of roll off the back of the balcony and then hit the grass, just next to Sky, who is doing what exactly?
I am getting Judy and we're booking it.
Fucking.
No, we're getting out because Judy is unconscious.
Right. So as you
Getting,
bring
just distancing from this awful teethy abomination.
as so I'm assuming we all get in the car now.
No, we're still in
We
the
don't-
back. I
Oh,
don't
you're-
know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
getting-
try and fight this thing a little bit more.
Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah,
keep
but I want to
fighting
get
this
it
thing.
not inside of a small close quarters house.
Okay. So
Yeah, but what if it unravels more of its body?
Yeah, that's true. But also, what if it unraveled all of its body into the room and just ate us?
True,
Alright.
that's fair.
So,
Right.
That's valid.
I'm assuming you just once you recover, you look into the house.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Ah, cool.
Stuff's still broken. It's not like anything's changed. It's just he's not there.
So, I look up at Hal. What were you doing upstairs with the wall?
Hal is looking inside the building. He regains his attention because he's so he's kind of shocked at the moment.
Mhm.
And he shakes his head. What? What?
Upstairs, did you break the wall?
He looks like he's concentrating really hard, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I heard some slithering. I don't know. I'll report it to Heath. I don't know. She's a Buffy bitch. Or what's his name in Buffy?
Actually, the character that
Hal is
you're,
saying this
that
out
you're-
loud.
What?
Hal is saying this out loud.
Oh, I haven't
oh,
watched
gotcha.
Buffy in ages. I don't remember. Sorry.
The fucking one guy that sits at home and he just reads. Whatever. But Hal. I mean, Hal doesn't see the monster. Doesn't mean Hal's not fucking terrified. Hal fucking books it.
Okay.
He's
You
like,
just
yo,
fucking
let's
leave me
leave.
on the ground.
Well, why are you still on the ground? Were we both on the ground? Are we cuddling? We can cuddle.
Dude, you landed on
You
me.
did
Hello?
land on top of him.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we can cuddle.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go in the backyard.
No, Hal gets up and he helps up Jay, and he's like, yo, we should leave. Judy's fucked right now.
Yeah, you're right. We should go take care of that ASAP.
Also, Gary looks like he might. I didn't see Gary. I also didn't see Judy. Okay, Hal. People are probably injured, so let's take care of the people that are injured, which I know not of.
okay.
All right. We're
As
gonna
I
head around to the front, and I'm gonna help Sky with Judy if she needs it.
Throw her in the trunk. Hal
No.
says audibly.
I get out of the fucking car. Hold on. I want to try something. And I'm gonna use magic to try and heal Judy of her wound.
All right.
As
Aren't you more injured than her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I
So
bleed
am I.
on Judy.
We're all
Okay, that's a 10. So she heals.
Yeah, you heal her for 1. So you can see this shotgun blast wound in her shoulder sort of start healing over just a little bit. She is still
the
unconscious.
shell's still inside.
Yeah, she is still unconscious, And you take 1 more harm due to your unstable wound.
I cough up blood. Oh, that. Oh!
I'm gonna do. Well, no, not
Hal
right.
takes
Not
a-
right now. I don't know.
Hal takes a close look at Judy's arm, and he's like, "Are those?" And he looks over at Jay and narrows his eyes.
Y'all should start driving.
Are these gunshots?
I look at you as I barf blood on myself. Can we please get in the car?
Hal holds up his hand. Listen, Gary, we know you're.
I'm bleeding
drama
from the back
queen.
of my head because I got hit by some teeth. Okay,
I'm literally.
we gotta get out of here.
I like how pristine Hal is right now. He like straightens his tie. He's like, "What is the issue?"
I'm gonna give Hal herpes. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man.
I can just do that. Fuck you, bitch.
Don't do that. That's
I start helping everyone into the car, and I like yell at my phone, call Heath.
All right. The phone rings for a while, and I'm assuming you're driving to a hospital?
Actually, the whole time I'm gonna keep healing myself. I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah, no,
doing a
go
heal.
ahead. Make another roll.
Is that how is with unstable? Every time you make a roll, do you take a harm?
Every time that I think you should take a harm, you take a harm.
Even if I just try to heal?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead and try and heal, bud.
so. What's wrong with Gary?
You're allowed to try and heal.
which
Go for
seat-
it.
His arm got raked by the thing when it was
And I-
unraveling.
I
And the
also-
side of his head, and he got thrown into a table, and he jumped out a window using
And
magic.
threw
which
himself.
harmed him. Like, lots of
Also,
Cool.
what
cool.
what seat in the car is Gary in? Because
I'm
I'm in the back
I'm in the-
seat.
I'm in the front passenger with.
Because I have 3 rows of
then
seats.
never mind.
I assume Judy is like laid out on the bench in the back, and the 4 of us
Yeah.
are just kind of like in the other 4 seats. And
So
you
I
would
rolled
be,
a-
like back there tending to her.
I rolled a 10 trying to heal another wound on myself.
All right. Yeah, you heal another wound, and as you do so, you hit a bump in the road, and you cough up more blood and take a harm.
And
I'm
take
gonna
the
say-
same harm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Gary, quit with your voodoo magic, and I say we should stop the car for a second. I want to switch positions so that Hal can like see all what's wrong with Gary from like a medical standpoint, especially if we're going to a hospital.
Yeah. I pull off to the side and stop the car. I'm trying not to sneeze.
Well, we can have it so we're all in the back, right? If there's like the bench in the back where Judy's
You
laying.
could consider
Yeah,
that.
so it's like basically like a minivan kind of layout
Okay, cool.
seats.
Okay.
Notably, as you guys pulled away, you did see a couple of police cars, sirens blaring, drive right past you.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
sus. That's pretty sus.
Um,
That's
They go past us. They don't like investigate all these bloody people out on the front lawn.
No,
well,
I
no,
meant-
we're
when
we're
you
in the
were
car
driving
driving.
away.
When we were driving away.
Oh, okay. Are they following us or?
No, they just drove the
They went
opposite
past.
direction. They were going
Yeah.
to the house where shotgun blasts were heard.
Gotcha.
I really didn't think that was that hard to figure out, dudes.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be a dick. Okay, I inspect once we're back on the move. I inspect.
I pull off into a parking lot and we're behind a pharmacy.
I'm really fine, guys. Don't worry.
You're not.
It's good.
Okay, Hal starts gently pressing on Gary's ribs.
I mean, I don't know what's broken, Matt.
Yeah, that's more towards Matt than it is towards
More
Gary.
of the damage is from the bleeding on his head, but yeah, he does have a couple of broken ribs.
Okay. He inspects the head. How deep are the cuts that I can see from like a surface view? Like, obviously, I'm not gonna like pull anything open.
They
Just
look.
a dude.
It's hard to tell because it is a head wound, so it's bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
But they look pretty deep, like enough to almost be hitting bone.
Okay. And the arm.
The arm's not as bad. They're more of just like a flesh wound up.
While
up the arm.
while you're like inspecting my wounds, the whole time I just keep like talking about how cool you were the whole time, Hal.
Hal's confused.
Like I just like deliriously like just describe how you like came downstairs and got the monster to run away, like delusion.
Oh, Hal's like, hell yeah, dude, all in a day's work. As he is like, sort of just like passing the comments along, knowing that he's just like not in his right mind at the moment.
Yeah.
So Hal's like, listen, you're fucking fine, like, but just don't do any more of that little voodoo shit.
He's not fine, Jim.
I mean,
He's
He is,
unstable.
What am
he
I
is
gonna tell-
unstable.
okay,
That
let me-
means
let
his
me
wounds
rephrase.
need to be stable.
let me rephrase. Gary, you're going to die. You will die. No, you're fine. We're going to a hospital. You're
Gotcha.
fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just don't do the voodoo.
I
You can't.
stop.
In character, you won't keep rolling 10 plus, bro. Yeah. So, and then I go and look at Judy. 'Cause I like-
Judy's wounds seem like they're definitely bleeding, but with like a little bit of just basic ass like wrapping them in like her jacket. They don't seem to be bleeding that badly.
Hal looks at Sky. You were like messing with her when you were like bandaging her up. Did you feel like any broken bone?
I wasn't bandaging her. I was just trying to get her out of the way of the big, massive thing.
I thought you were the one sitting back there taking care of her.
I was keeping her, like, stable, but I mean, she's at this point, because she took 2 harm from the shotgun shot, right, Matt?
She took
3.
3 harm and now she's at 2.
Oh, okay. Now she's at 2. So, like, I don't know exactly how to deal with bullet wounds, but
I mean, I
that
just want to
looks
know if
like,
her arm's broken, because it was a shock.
then I feel like that would be more at Matt, like, if I'm,
Yeah,
if
it
I'm
was-
Her
it
still
arm
was
is
there.
not. Her arm is not broken. Her shoulder is probably dislocated.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then I relay that, like, the shoulder feels like it's probably dislocated.
Hal nods. Okay, she's fine. Hal leans forward to Jay. Both of them are gonna fucking die. No, he basically just relays all that to Jay, so that Jay knows the urgency with which we must reach a hospital.
All right.
Which is
I
it?
check my my phone for like the nearest hospital. Did Heath ever pick up?
No.
Okay. What time is it right now?
It's probably about like 8.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. They're gonna ask how we got all these wounds.
And just don't tell him. Plausible deniability. We don't fucking know. We found her on the side of the street, and this guy too. Hal says knowingly.
Wait,
I found Gary on the side of the road.
I say ow, but like in a friendship way.
Hal smacks Gary on the arm.
Gary dies.
Hal gives him a pat on the arm enough to definitely fucking hurt him, but not harm him. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To
I get you.
agitate his wounds without actually like
Yes.
causing further damage.
Yes. The dad thing.
Right. Okay.
Not that Hal is a dad. Hal is
Alright.
not a dad.
So you guys pull up to the hospital, up to the ER area, and the two of you with minor to no wounds help the rest of them in, and
Yeah, like we get a wheelchair for Judy and like
you all
help
get checked
Gary
in
and- yeah.
and stabilized. Each of you heals 1 harm, and if you were
Cool.
unstable, you are now stable.
Where the
But
fuck
I-
did my eraser go?
Hal
Okay,
leaves.
there it goes.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
Did-
but
Jay follows after Hal because I just basically like got a couple bruises from landing on
I
myself.
mean, like Hal like leaves though. Like Hal like
Oh, you pieced out. You left the
yeah,
hospital.
like he calls like an Uber and he's gonna leave. He informs Jay and Sky that well actually Sky could probably use some medical attention with that.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm the one
pretty.
who's the most fine of everyone else.
Hal gives Jay a very serious look. He's like, "Listen, both of us, but not to be rude, especially me,
And
cannot really
suddenly-
deal with."
Hang on. And
Oh,
suddenly,
okay.
mid-sentence, you notice that your friend is bleeding pretty good from his neck.
What, Jay?
Yes, Jay is bleeding pretty good from his neck, and you're really not sure how that happened, but it's pretty fucking worrying.
How, like, yeah, he, like, stops mid-sentence. He's like, I can't really do it with the scant. Oh, what the? Yo, dude, your neck.
Jay like tries to like pull his shirt up to cover it.
Hal's like,
I'm alright. Don't.
no need, dude. Well, that's not you. Go back in.
No, I'm fine. I promise I'm alright.
Hal actually, for the first time so far, looks legit upset. Like he's mad. He's like, "You need to take care of yourself, boy." And he like pulls the shirt away.
In the process of doing so,
yeah,
Jay had like his hand was like resting on like the back of his like the back of his neck, so his fingers were like at his spine, and so you pulling the shirt like moves his hand. And I don't know, Matt, do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Okay.
Hal, you're watching your friend and you're incredibly concerned. It looks like that cut might have been near his jugular, which is crazy dangerous. So as you yank the shirt back down, Jay, you can feel this stitching. There was clearly a break where that cut was, and you can feel it all come undone as his head tilts to the left and continues tilting to the left until it rolls off onto the ground.
Hal stares, completely fucking silent.
Jay's
Dude.
like basically the same way.
Hal takes a step back and he's like, he's fucking dead, dude.
And then you like in the meantime, like at like the stump that is Jay's neck, like what you thought was blood was actually like this like sort of like slime, and you notice like these smoky tendrils like sort of like just like twisting around there as Jay like very slowly like kneels down on like the flat of his feet and picks up his head and sets it back on top of the stump.
Hal takes a second. He clearly is at a loss for words, but finally, after probably a solid minute of gawking, he fucking like bends at the knees a little bit and then fucking pumps with both arms and screams out, "That's fucking awesome!"
Jay just looks like a little light-headed.
Shut up!
And like just kind of like
Just your head like a fucking soccer ball.
just like gives like a very like pointed look to Hal and like puts his hand on Hal's shoulder. Oh, thank God! I thought this was gonna be a lot worse.
Hal nods. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been if Gary wasn't literally dead right now, but like, I'm in shock, so like, I can't really deal with this very, very well." Cool.
Let me take you home, then. I'll come back and check on everyone else after the doctors have a chance to stabilize them some more and, you know, take care of all that bleeding and stitching stuff shut.
Sounds good, dude. Hal is not okay.
Fuck.
So like I spread like a blanket over like the blood soaked like the blood stains in the back of the car and like just like take a seat in the driver's side. And I like rummage in my glove box and pull out some like duct tape basically and wrap it around my neck to keep my head in place more securely.
Hal's laying on the bench where Judy was before, but like on a blanket. So he's not laying in her fucking blood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of like mumbling to himself things about how Sky and him need to make a pact because they're the only ones that are still normal. Because Gary's a fucking voodoo witch and this guy's a fucking actual Dullahan or whatever.
Oh, God.
He doesn't use that word. He's not that educated.
Yeah, so Jay pulls out, like, using his backup camera because he can't fucking turn his head because of the tape, and takes it goes back to his apartment with Hal, because obviously, like, it would not be a good idea to take Hal home to his parents in this state with duct
Hal
tape
doesn't
around
live
his
with
neck.
Quick question, Matt. So
Also,
I'm no longer I'm no longer unstable, but I still have 4 harm, right?
Yes.
Cool.
What were
I
you
think
about
Hal
to
probably
say,
stays
Theo?
in a hotel.
Alright, well, he's going back to my apartment because,
Okay.
you know, I'm not gonna check you in with this duct tape
Yeah.
around my neck.
Theo, what were you? What were you about
So,
to say?
I was gonna say, were there words that were said towards me? Because I vaguely, I thought I heard something, but
I did mention your name, but not
Okay.
like directly.
Your
Okay.
character
Because
Sky right now. You
Yeah, I
had
know, in
3 harm
hospital.
before, so you have 2 harm now.
Yeah, I got that bit. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
just
yeah,
That's
so
alright.
basically,
I'm
Hal said he
still-
has to make a pact with you because you're the only other normal person here. Like, I'm missing my fucking head, like, Gary is a witch.
Mhm.
God.
Burn the witch.
Yeah,
After
so we
af-
pull into the parking garage and, like, we go inside, and I like my room is all yours. I'll go be in the living room.
Oh,
And I,
wow.
I
Cool
like
head
walk
Richard.
into the other bathroom and, like, pull the duct tape off and start, like, stitching my neck up in the meantime.
Hal fucking strips completely naked.
He's alone in the bedroom. He's allowed to.
No, he's gonna go to the bathroom. Probably not the same bathroom or the same bathroom. And he's gonna take a shower.
It's up to you.
Fair
He's
enough.
dirty.
All right.
It's up to you.
We're
actually, like,
we're gonna
Jim.
do a little time skip here to the next day. Both of you in the hospital recover 1 more harm after the first
Cool.
aid is acquired. Like, you guys get through this, and Jay, in the morning, Heath calls you and you fill her in on the situation, and then the 3 of you, Judy, Sky, and Gary, are all visited by Heath and the custodian. And the custodian, when he comes out there, again, is in his full getup, but he has a long black cane that he is leaning very heavily on by the time he gets to you. And he checks in on you, just sort of looks you over, and Heath talks a little bit, and you see him step outside and start talking to the doctors. And then as soon as he's done doing that, he just leaves, and Heath's like, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta take him back."
So
Bye,
this
bye,
is
guys.
this is us.
Yes.
Oh. All right. All right.
Did I fill
yeah,
Heath in on the
right.
police situation as well?
Yeah, but that's not much you can do there.
Okay.
So as soon as you guys your wounds are patched up and bandaged, you get some instructions on just, like, take it easy, make sure you do blah 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 blah, and you.
I
guys are
assume I
discharged.
text them in the meantime to, like, come to my place, like, via Uber, and I'd pay for it.
When I get up in the morning, I take one of my pills, like a whole one,
Mhm.
And then just kind of, like, lay in bed for the next 4 hours.
Gotcha. Very helpful of you.
In
A
the
long rest.
in the hospital bed. Yep. And I just like lay there tripping out on opioids.
Fair enough. Sky,
Guys.
you've been discharged and told that you can go.
Yeah, because I'm at 1 harm at the moment. Then
Yeah.
I still have 3, so I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they would have let Gary leave.
No,
Yeah.
you should be at 2 now.
All right, then I'll.
What?
one-
No?
No, because
Oh,
I
three.
every
Three.
time he
Three.
healed,
Yeah,
he
three.
got
so
a
I
you only
tried to
healed 2.
heal, but then you were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, you're unstable, motherfucker.
Yeah, what happens when you're unstable, especially when you're on unstable ground?
Okay, so as I get the Uber to
Zin, magic has like
No.
a toll in this particular universe, and for you, like that was it manifesting. I'll keep hinting at it later.
Oh,
Wait,
I
so
already,
you
I already
can't-
know what it is.
Zin can't leave. Can he?
No,
Gary's
the
fucking
hospital?
dead.
I'm not dead.
Hey,
You're
3
basically
harm,
dead.
you can't leave. 3 harm was where
Okay.
Judy was at when she had just been
Okay.
shot.
Fucking
Yeah.
Christ. I'm just gonna heal myself now. I'm just gonna fucking.
Yeah, you're stable now. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna do
Man,
this.
How are you not picking up on the fucking side effect of your magic?
I'm just gonna do 3 rolls for my 3 harm. Is that okay?
You're gonna do 1 roll.
Oh, okay. Okay, boop boop. That's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you feel your wounds heal over a lot faster than it normally
Mhm.
would.
Okay. Cool.
And you feel pretty fine.
Cool.
You're at 2 harm now, which is enough to get out of the hospital.
Yeah, I'm waiting in the like lobby.
I'm just imagining like Gary coming out and the nurses being like, no, you need to go back and lay down. And then I go like sit and I just close one of my wounds and then I leave.
You get back up, just like, really now? I gotta sit longer.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
mean,
it's just a flesh
I
wound
was
at
like
this point."
rapidly shrugging my shoulders as I was saying that. I hope that got across.
So yeah, I walk out and there's still a bandage around my blonde head. There's no blood on me anymore. But
Yeah,
I
you're
definitely
cleaned
right, but I definitely have that bandage and then I have more around my arm and then around my leg, probably from being thrown into the table and hitting the window.
Yeah,
And
you're pretty bandaged up, but you're functional.
Yeah,
Basically a mummy, but you know you can get places.
when I see Sky waiting, I'm like, hey, you waited.
Yeah.
Where's Judy, by the way?
Judy
Fuck.
is in the hospital.
I'm good.
Yes, but
Without the magic powers.
Judy is
Deuce.
hospitalized right now.
I'm good.
Okay.
She was not in a hurry to get out of the hospital.
I see.
She was also unconscious when she got there.
I actually. So do we know Judy is in this hospital?
We took her there.
We took her in.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then I, as to Sky, I say, we should probably come back and maybe ask Judy some more questions.
Yeah, at some point.
We're gonna take a pause for
Jay-
just a second so I can grab
Okay.
a plate of dinner.
No, I know. I'm just,
I'll do that too.
I was imagining, I was just like, me and Sky were like walking out of the hospital, and I was just like, hey, we should do this thing at some point.
Yeah.
Gee.
Also, oh wait, yeah, that's Zupin.
Had to get the foods.
I like how Hal's immediate reaction was just to strip the second he got into a bedroom.
Yep. Just like clothes popping off. Just. Oh, my head. I've got like it's like my left temple sort of head pain. So like looking at my screen is hard for me right now.
Yeah. Have you had water lately?
Oh yeah, I've been going through my fucking water bottle. I should probably go refill that. Mm. Yeah, I can probably do like an hour more. And then I should really get some sleep because I don't want this to turn into like actual sick.
Yeah, I feel you.
I can't afford to get sick right now. But I'll be back. I'm gonna get water.
Jesus Christ. Totally wicked, dude!
I mean, am I wrong?
Man. Fucking Christ. Oh, we're in our last hour so far. Whew, fuck. Hello.
Hello. I hope my eating sounds aren't picked up too much.
You'll
I'm
be
real
fine. I couldn't
Did
give
you
a shit.
did you see that video that I posted? Matt?
I did not watch it, no.
Okay.
I'm still streaming, so the audio...
Okay.
Fucking...
That one scene from the end of the Incredibles movie.
Oh.
That was so totally wicked, dude.
God, it takes so much more effort to eat things when they have bones in them.
Wow.
I wonder if that's true for like...
Why are you contemplating that statement, Zen?
What does it mean to have more difficulty eating something with bone?
I'll ever try to like vor something whole.
Don't.
Bones get stuck places.
Fucking... Vor's gross, yo. Don't eat your
Mhm.
friends.
Don't eat...
Anybody,
sentient
actually.
beings.
Fucking... If there's one thing I can never get into, it's Vor. It just always seems so brutal and horrible to me.
There's lots of things I couldn't get into. That's one of them.
Hello?
Right? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello?
What sort of food you got?
Gumbo.
Really?
Shit.
Hey, topical.
That's fucking fantastic. Is it good?
Hell yeah, man. It's on a plate though, which is kind of weird.
Becca, have
Yeah,
some water.
That's an
Nice.
awkward way to eat gumbo.
Let's
I couldn't
enter...
find any of my emergency though.
Oh, bummer. Let's enter this final hour of board gaming.
So,
Right. Me and Sky came out from the hospital. Both now only at 2 harm. We both tell Jay, call him a bitch, and make him get us an Uber, and then we go over to his
I
house.
just give you my account details. Just charge it.
Wow, I say out loud. This guy is so trusting. It's literally criminal.
Dude, I fucking shot a girl. Like, I don't. Like, what am
Yeah.
I gonna do? Like, I
No,
didn't
no.
purposefully shoot her, but like.
I mean, just because you murdered someone doesn't mean you throw away your financial security.
I mean,
Right.
I didn't murder her.
Anyways,
First of all,
Effectively,
Judy has
Listen.
lied.
she survived doesn't mean it wasn't an attempt.
do we get like a big when she does die? Do we get a big Dead Rising like across the screen?
No, it's gonna Hunger Games.
We
there's
don't
gonna
have
be
a
cannon
screen!
shot, and her name appears in the sky.
Okay, as we get in the Uber, actually never mind. We
Just take the
You
Uber.
get the back to
Right.
the house without a vent.
And I open the door. We're back from the hospital. It sucks.
You think I buzzed in? Hello?
You.
an
Oh
apartment.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Bzz, 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 we're back. Bzz,
Yeah,
bzz,
I
bzz,
visit the
bzz,
door and the
bzz.
doorman just calls the elevator for you.
You see, when you come up, you see Hal outside.
Hey, Hal.
He's next to the van.
Is
Oh.
he still fucking stark naked?
No, he took a shower last night. No, or actually not last night, 2 nights ago. He's actually he's by the van and he seems to have something in his hand. It's a can of spray paint, and he's spray painting the fuck out of the van.
What are you doing? What
Hell
are you
yeah.
doing?
You're so smart.
He sees Hal. No, he doesn't see Hal. He is
It's scary.
He sees himself in the reflection of the
Gary.
No,
glass.
I'm thinking.
Who I am inside.
Your eyes. Sees Gary in Sky, and he is he waves. It's like, hey guys, what's up?
What are you doing, bud?
Don't tell Jay. When you get closer, you can see that he has written in pretty funky letters "mystery van" or "mystery machine," and
Onto Jay's car.
yeah, and there's a bunch of flowers on it.
That was
I
not
do-
what I thought you were going. It's so much better.
Okay. I do hope you know that it's not a van; it's an SUV, so it doesn't really paint smoothly on the side of the car.
Do you want to see what Jay drives?
Yeah. Paint them a picture, yo.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna look that good, sadly.
Yeah, I'm imagining it just running down the side.
Right. I appreciate. I like.
Sleepers General. This is what Jay drives.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Doesn't look very good.
In that case, he did half of it yesterday, and he made a big, huge black thing, and then he's doing the white over it.
Nice. You did I give you like a nice thumbs up and fucking. This is some really good spray paint work, man. Good
Is
job.
Hal still in shock?
Yeah.
Do you respond when I tell you that your shit is good, or are you just like quiet?
He looks over at Gary. He's like, no, it's not. Fuck off.
Yeah.
As the paint is running down the side, and most of the letters are unintelligible.
Man, look, this is the
Good
This is-
start.
this is the P, and that's the W.
There's no
got-
P or W in what I
You
was
know,
writing.
but you got but I know it's not the letters you wanted, but there's some letters there, man. You don't have to beat
It's
yourself up.
How fucking decks Gary?
I cry.
Oh, kick some
Dude.
ass, roll tough. Come on, let's go. Deck him.
I cry and I just lay down. on
Make
the
him
ground.
unstable again.
Yeah. Fuck, I just beat the shit out of him until he's dead.
I had to step away for a second, both to get a drink and to stop myself from inhaling corns.
Oh. Don't
Like,
inhale
I took
corn.
a bite, and then you were like, "This is the P, and this is the W."
P and W, all
Oh,
aspects of Mystery Machine. It was pretty great. You
Hal
don't
side eyes Gary. He's like, you don't have to appreciate artistic genius. Just know that you're a fucking normie. At the
I
end of
know.
the day.
Has Hal been updating his Instagram?
Oh hell yeah. Well, he probably did it just now once the finished product. He didn't want to tip off Jay
I
the day
see.
before.
Fuck.
He might have like taken a picture of the cans and been like, "What am I up to?"
And Jay's just like sitting inside like in a blanket.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
All right.
Like
they all
he's
go
just like
upstairs.
in his room like, oh fuck me. Like his head is like the stitches have already worn off. Like he's basically just like his head is like across the room.
Oh,
Not really, but like it's
you
like
have guests
nearby.
coming.
I don't know this.
Didn't you
Like,
get them an Uber? You would see on your account like charged Uber $7 when they arrived.
Right.
Yeah, well, my horse can do that for me. Fuck.
Also, also, I fucking buzzed the shit out of your room. But do we all come upstairs now after?
Yeah,
meeting with-
like Hal has the keys to get in and everything.
All right, cool. Fucking pure upstairs. You've put your head back on at this point.
I don't know. You guys are coming in.
I knock on the door.
The doorman let you in. Okay, so
The actual door, like
on
your
my
door.
on my IC Twitter thing, you can see like the apartment is basically one big open room with the bedroom separate and the bathroom separate as well.
So it's like a studio.
Yeah, basically.
But-
So Hal knocks on the door to my room.
He knocks knowingly.
Wow.
Do we have a secret knock yet?
Is it like too long, one short?
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's 4 short, and then a shout. No, it's not your fucking yip. It's 4 short, and then hey, open the fucking door, prick.
Okay. I'll
If we
be
all
out in
just
a
do
minute.
that, like as our secret knock, we do every time.
Hey, open the fucking door, prick.
Oh my gosh.
God.
It'd be really effective. No one would know that it was a secret knock.
Mhm.
They'd think it was just a knock.
Yeah. So you hear from the inside. I'll be out in just a minute. But he just sounds like really, really fucking sick. But his head is just like face down, basically.
All right. Hal doesn't intrude. He could intrude, but he doesn't.
Yeah. So Jay like kind of gets himself together and throws on a turtleneck
Literally.
and yeah, literally, he puts his head back on his shoulders and
Let me
puts
just
the
put myself
turtleneck
back
on.
together real quick.
Yeah, so he puts on a turtleneck and like walks out with like a blanket draped over his shoulders and like his eyes are like gaunt and like there's like he looks like really really tired because he hasn't been sleeping.
And I was like, yo, should we come back another time? You look fucked.
Dude,
Yeah,
you've been
bud.
here for the past couple days. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but there's a lot of us. You don't want to have to entertain us, do you?
I don't think this is gonna be something to entertain. And I walk past Hal. We need to discuss where to go next after what happened last night, right? We still have
It
a
was
thing
it was
to
it
do.
was a couple days ago actually. I don't know if you were like
Oh,
linked out in the hospital, but it's been 2 days. This is the third day after.
Oh. Oh well.
Hal sits down on the couch and turns on the television.
All right.
He's
Jay
just
like goes and like sits next to him.
Have we
Assuming you
gotten-
have a television.
Yeah, I do.
Has there been any developments? Like, has John or besides just like coming and seeing us for like a brief moment in the hospital, have they told us anything?
No, not really.
I'm gonna try giving the call.
Yeah, after a couple of rings, she picks up. Hello?
Hey, you think you could come over? Everyone's here. I know you
probably-
have to deal stuff with John, but
I don't. You weren't there, but John left the house, and like
he
it
needs
was,
to recover.
It was kind of necessary, but yeah, this is not
All right.
great for his health.
So would you be okay with like if we FaceTime, or did you just want to do it over the phone?
Yeah, no, sure, that's fine. And
Mm.
she hangs up and then calls you back on FaceTime, and
Yeah,
you
and then
can-
her
yeah, you
face
can-
is not projected on the TV, like,
yeah, you
and
can
there's a
see-
camera on it.
You can see that she's got it propped up behind, like on the back of the stove, and you can see that she's cooking something, and steam is in between the two of you.
Yeah, and then like she could just see like the vast like the living room,
hmm
like with the kitchen behind, and like everyone gathered. The two like Hal and Jay are sitting down next to each other, and I don't know what Gary and Sky are doing.
Guys,
I'm
just like
You guys can help yourself to whatever is in the kitchen.
I get up and I I make like a cheese sandwich, and I get some milk for myself. The food at the hospital was fucking awful, so if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm yeah, and then I just kind of just like eat my sandwich. Kind of bad.
So, Heath, well, this is while Gary is making himself some food.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on what I told you the other night, like, if you had a chance to do any research into what this thing is,
I mean, yes, kind of, but there's really not much that came up. When the police got there, it seemed like there was nobody there. You guys really fucked up the place. So I don't know.
Oh, Matt, really quick. Sorry. To go way back, when I looked at this guy, was there anything weird about him, or did he just seem totally normal?
The
what,
guy
before
who
his
got
head,
there.
like,
Yeah, before his head
oh my
exploded.
god, Theo.
Oh, Mystery. Oh, it's perfect. I love it so much.
Fucking so good.
It's really excellent. But I'm assuming there was nothing different about him.
No,
Same.
it's just a regular looking person.
Okay. Sorry, continue. Okay.
Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. There's been 2 more disappearances since the other night. But besides that, I haven't been able to find any details on these creatures. That's not usually how this works.
Did she get my info?
Your info?
Yeah,
That
I
it's
don't
a-
think so. You can tell her
that it's a
about it now.
schneck?
A what?
That it's a schneck.
Oh,
The snack in the walls.
No, I
You can
don't.
tell her about it now.
Yeah, okay. he perks up. He's like, oh, I didn't think I ever told you what I saw upstairs, or heard rather. When I was investigating upstairs, I was like going through the rooms, and when I went into the master bedroom, I like heard whispering, and like I couldn't really make out what it was saying, but like I heard whispering. I think it was like, if I remember, I think it was like a woman's voice, but if I'm being honest, I don't fucking know. And then after that, I heard something in the walls, like a slithering, like a long, like it was uninterrupted, so it wasn't like steps, but like a thing moving consistently. If
All
that's
right.
of any
Well,
help.
It doesn't ring any bells, but there's no way that those are 2 unconnected incidents in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
I look up for my food. Do you know where we could look for more information on those attributes?
Okay, here's the thing. My general MO when it comes to finding out how to deal with these things is, if there's information on them, it's usually wrong. So I usually have to try and
What
figure
happens
it
if we
out.
just torch the house?
I mean, you'll
I don't know if
probably
it's still there
be
anymore.
convicted of
But if that thing was
arson.
still in the walls,
You'll be
Yeah.
convicted of arson, and also, unless its weakness is fire, you're probably not gonna do much. Usually what I end up doing is I ask around, and then I see a very, very funny video. I usually ask around, and if I don't have any ideas, I'll go with the normal, like fire, silver, gold, if it
Salt.
seems vampiric, garlic, salt. Yeah, that's another one.
What should we do about Judy? Like, should we take her out? Like,
That was-
take her out?
No,
I
look at
No.
is wrong with you, Hal?
I look at Hal. You
Hal.
do not have the authority to kill somebody.
Jay
Hal
is just
Hal
like,
smirks coyly. She knows too much.
Heath
no,
sees your smirk and just rolls her eyes at you, and she's like, "All right, yeah, funny, very, very funny."
I have a serious question. So before we showed up, I put up a ward around the house against this entity, at least the feeling of it, and it still got us. So what the fuck
You
are we
could have
supposed to
just
do?
trapped it inside the house too with that.
Well, no, because I cast it before it even started approaching. I know that for sure. Remember, we were at the door when we heard the latch and it entered the property.
Okay.
The spell. Yeah.
You cast a ward.
I tried to
against-
not
no.
ward, banishment. Correction. Apology. I tried to cleanse the house of spirits, but
Okay, so there's a difference between a ward and a banishment. A ward will keep things from entering or leaving. A banishment will force the thing out, but will not keep it from there. So
Well,
which did you do?
I did a banishment because I was more worried about it being stationed there than it coming back, of course.
So you banished it,
Mhm.
and then it came in.
Again.
Sounds to me like you did a successful banishment, and then it came back.
Well, are we? Because
Are we
Hal
sure?
heard that noise upstairs while the thing was frozen in the whatever that trap thing used, Gary. So unless it had like this like thing in its foot, like going up there, whispering to Hal, like
There's also a chance that there's like a connection.
it could
Hal's-
not. It also could not be a spirit. You can't banish a living creature, can you?
It's a monster. It's anything.
You
I think.
can compel things to leave, like how I saw you I saw you flip around when I put a Fey ward on the house. Like
Right.
you can compel things to leave that are.
Hal looks like he's thinking very hard. Is there a chance like I like instigated it?
Well, right. That's
Did
also
you
what I was thinking.
Do something?
We went
Yeah,
upstairs. That was
Yes,
was
Gary. He looks at Gary.
the
What did I do upstairs, Gary?
Sorry. That's Zinna. My
Hal
bad.
chuckles. Yeah, when I was upstairs, I heard the thing in the wall, and I felt like compelled to act, I guess. Not like, I don't know. I felt like totally in control of my actions. It's not like I felt compelled, but like, I fucking beat the shit out of the wall where I heard the noise.
Oh,
Bruce was trying to go upstairs too. The man that creature was could whatever.
okay.
Okay.
So, educated guess time. I'm gonna say that Bruce is not the monster, but Bruce is something being controlled by the monster, and when the monster felt threatened, it lashed out through Bruce. That would be my guess.
So fucking up the house threatened it, which means there's a chance that we could harm it by fucking up the house.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be in peril for it to be angry at you breaking its house. I'm saying it seems to have built a nest there, and it was lashing out because you were attacking it.
Okay.
So it really is in the house then.
We should fucking let's get like some bulldozers and fucking destroy it.
No, I don't think that would work because we would just destroy the house. But it could
We'd
be
also
in
be
the
just
area.
in trouble.
That too.
Well, those you said there were 2 more disappearances, right?
Mhm.
Didn't Bruce go disappear? Like, didn't Bruce disappear after the murder of his children?
Yeah, he did.
So what if those other 2 disappear? What if they're just like him, and then now there's 3 of them to deal with because they haven't found any bodies, and they would definitely find a mess like those poor kids left.
Maybe the kids, because this thing obviously, like, it needs a host. We saw that with Bruce in there, unfortunately. but maybe the kids weren't strong enough or something.
They
Well,
just-
their heads exploded or something.
Yeah.
maybe it was like a Trojan horse thing. It possessed Bruce to get to the kids. Because I mean,
I'm not sure.
But to what end?
yeah. Like
I mean, it's not like it's hard to get at kids.
true. Why? Yeah, that's a very good point. Why possess the
This-
dad if it was to get the kids? That seems unnecessary.
Well, like, when I went down there, it kind of looked like it had fucking blown up, basically, the teeth thing. What are we calling it?
Mm,
Whatever, the teeth thing. It looked like it was kind of all emanating from, like, above the dude's torso. So, what if the kids
Yeah,
did
because
get
it's
possessed and their heads blew up because it tried to fucking...
they weren't. Yeah, they weren't strong enough to, or their
Yeah.
bodies weren't.
does
Yeah.
that sound like anything to you, Heath?
I mean,
Does that sound possible?
it sounds possible for sure.
The death of children as proxy? That's happened before?
It doesn't have to be
There's been a
children,
lot
just be
of
the
things
death
that
of
have
the
happened
weak.
before.
Hmm.
I mean, they're all pretty weird shit.
Well,
These-
we definitely
whatever.
we should look at Bruce.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and ask the horse if it knows anything.
I'm
Ask the horse for wisdom.
gonna.
I mean, it's a fae. It has
it
access to the
doesn't
fae
know
council.
Yeah.
shit. It's not. It's definitely not part of the Fae Court.
Okay.
I turn to the group. Hold on. Can I see the spirits around right now?
What do you mean?
So with my sight, I can see spirits and I can make deals with them. Maybe. So are there? Can I vibe any spirits? That, like-
Sure.
Can you see into the past? Why don't you go back in time when, like, before it was in the house? 'Cause we have the date that the bodies were found.
Fuck off. All right, I guess I won't.
I mean, you could
Um,
try and make a fucking pact with my horse, but, like, it's already bonded to me, so, like...
No, there's just like spirits about. That's the thing.
I think
Right?
Okay.
Heath speaks up. I think that's a good idea. Seeing, like, are you able to do that?
Yes, I can. I mean, I'm seeing them right now, right? It's just my sight.
No, I meant what Jay said about looking into the past.
To see what
It
happened,
seems like
because...
an awful convenient power.
Hal stands up. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Alright. As he gets up, it jostles the couch a little bit, and, like, Jay, like, grabs his head and, like, pretends he has a headache.
Wait, are you being serious? Or are you just fucking with me? Do you guys want me to do that? Because I can.
Yes!
Oh, okay. I thought you were just fucking
Yeah,
yanking my
because-
balls.
Listen, like, if you said it saw you when you went there in real time, so if you go there before it was there, maybe, like, it's not going to react in the past, because you can't change the future by looking.
Okay. That's
So, like, the events of now aren't going to change just because you went back to take a look. Unless we're messing with all that time stream shit, and
no. It's,
out of character, I don't know if this game is capable of handling time travel.
No, I look. I'm like, I'm not that cool. I promise. I can't do that. But
So as long
Sure.
as you stay far enough away from the here and now, like, you might even be able to go back in time and see what happened, like, while Hal was upstairs.
okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go back 2 days, and I'll try to look at where Bruce went while we were
Hal
all
comes
leaving.
back and sits back down.
Okay, can you do that, Matt?
Take a roll.
Roll
Okay.
plus weird.
I know, but like, Gary isn't crazy about doing this. Okay,
I
that
already
was
told you it's not going to notice you if you were there in the past.
you know, you say that, but fucking that
Well,
that
it would
is
have already noticed you.
That's a
because
what?
it's
Yeah.
good enough. It's it's 2 6s. This is 12.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, you go back into that pose again, and you probe your mind out, and you probe your mind backwards to the day that to a little while before. In fact, about like 5 a.m. On the day that the bodies were found. And you stand in that living room once again, and you feel viscerally uncomfortable. And once again, you hear the whispering, but this time it's not in your ear. And you can hear it in the walls, and you can hear it in the ceiling. And as the man, Bruce, walks down, you can see him chewing on something. And he swallows and sits down at the table. And you sit and you watch him, and he sits perfectly still. And time begins to pass. It's been 20 minutes, half an hour. About an hour goes by of you just watching him. And him just staring, and this whispering constantly. And then you hear a yawn. And you hear 2 pairs of feet come down the stairs. 2 little children. And they walk up to their father, and you can see one of them about to ask for breakfast as his head unravels.
Knew it.
And it whips across their faces, and then you can't bear to watch for a moment. And when you
no, as soon as I see that he like starts to try and kill them, I leave. Like I
No,
I don't
you're
leave.
a
I
fucking
just like
investigator.
I like look through my hands because it's a lot.
Can you skip ahead in time with your vision?
I don't think
he
so.
cannot.
I don't.
He's been
I think
standing
it's
here in
right.
spirit for about an hour, and as you keep watching, you look away, and when you look back, you can see him perched animal-like over one of them, just raking his teeth over what is no longer a head, splattering viscera everywhere. And then he stands up and walks out the back door into the woods.
All right, fucking. Oh, come back to the present.
And then you feel
You're not
yourself
gonna follow
whip
him?
back into the present.
I can't.
Oh.
It's a place and a time. It's like
okay.
I cannot do people. It's not a scrying spell. I can't be like I follow them through their day. It has to be like
I got
right.
it.
No. All right. And so I come back and like okay. He ate something, or was made to eat something. Before he killed both of his kids. He was the one that did it. It was Bruce. And by Bruce, I mean the spirit inhabiting Bruce's body, but it was, that vessel. They weren't killed by a failed possession.
So you said he ate something, right?
He ate something, yes. He put something in his mouth, he chewed it a few times and then swallowed.
The thing, the split for his face stopped above his lower jaw, right, Matt?
It stopped at his chest, right?
No, it was from the top of his scalp down, and then curved at his jaw and went in a spiral to the middle of his face.
This is some Junji Itoi bullshit.
Wait. So it was only on his head, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So maybe it was like some sort of seed or something.
Well, because when I was possessed, it couldn't make me act not myself, right?
And this must not be something that's as from the description. It sounds a lot more just animal, because yours made you respond.
Right. Well, I managed to get through a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it made you like speak, and when we were in there and it was in there with us, it wouldn't speak. It was just blank faced.
Right. So I think there's a step. There's a step you have to take somewhere to get completely under this thing's control.
I think it might be 2 different things.
Really?
That we're tackling. That the thing that attacked you seems more like
I heard the same whispering in my head.
What if it's an entity that's inside the body of the house, and like
So
Bruce ate some part of it, and it like infected or like basically like combined itself with his form in his head, because the whispers may have been like influencing or controlling him to do something he may not normally have done. Like eating is a normal action, so if it like say like
Right.
he has like jelly beans or something, and they
Right.
put this like egg thing in there, and he ate it.
like you can trick somebody's normalcy, you know?
Yeah.
So it must have been
Where
trying
like
to do
this
this
deadly poison is actually coffee.
right. And so it probably was trying to do the same thing to me when I was leaving the house. Get me somewhere where I was vulnerable. So we have to go back and find what.
Hal looks
Investigate.
up at the television. How's the food coming?
Heath smiles. She goes, it's coming along. I mean, oh shit. And then she suddenly darts off screen and comes back and she goes, it's gonna be coming along again in a second. And she, you see her crack a couple of eggs and put them in the pan again.
Crack a couple of brewskis, put them in the pan again.
She's drinking straight from the vodka bottle that you brought. Just like, fucking
I'm glad
knocking it
somebody's
back.
enjoying that.
Nobody's enjoying that.
Oh.
Hal looks around the group. Hey guys,
Gee.
do you think Judy likes me?
I don't know. She did give you she gave you like kind of eyes, and she seemed to follow you on Instagram at least. You should
I
probably
mean, she
check.
could just be starstruck too.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. I mean, if you want to like make a move, you can.
Hey, how about maybe we
And
don't
Jayla
talk
just, like-
about romantic lives right now and maybe focus on
Also, yeah, might
No,
not be the
Jay
best to
just
make
kind
a
of,
move
like,
on someone
shifts
right out of the
uncomfortably.
hospital.
That's
shrug.
just fucking Hal's mind right now.
All conversation is good conversation. Whatever.
So
that was in character, Heath, by the way. Like,
Oh, I know.
I thought that was you, and I was like,
no, I get it. I get that you're in character. Heath wants to keep you on track.
right.
Sorry.
So we have to find a way to try and agitate the house again to see if those things come back. And if they do, like, we have to avoid them, obviously.
So your plan is to rattle the nest and then run again?
I don't
Maybe
know.
maybe rattling it from a distance.
I mean, I could have the drone go in, but
Well, it could have been what I'm saying is it could have been the drone that got it in the first place because we were just standing around outside. The drone's the one flying around up above the house.
Actually,
Technically above the property.
if you remember, what triggered it was when we heard it was when I was at the door.
Oh yeah.
That's when we heard the first
So-
sound. So it was definitely that, not the drone, not Judy, because I don't think. Well, this is
she
a
was
good
on
point.
the property, but not near the house.
She didn't touch the house.
Actually, we don't know that. Gary says we need to
I
go.
mean-
She did say that she was in the house all day taking pictures. So maybe she
That's
just
true.
tripped it on her way out. Because it seems a little. Unless this thing's directly after. Oh
You
God!
guys
Well, it
seem
seems-
to have this, and I have eggs frying that I
You fried those eggs.
yeah, I'm gonna
You
go.
Yeah.
Um,
You
good luck,
you get
guys.
You
those
could look
eggs.
a little bit more into like house dwelling creatures.
I mean,
I don't know if there's really
that's
much you
like,
can do,
if I
but
Google search house dwelling creatures, I'll probably find rats, but I'll do what I
All
can.
right. all right.
And she hangs up.
So, I definitely think that we got to go back, and we got to go back quickly.
Well, wait a second. Do you think that maybe is this thing like more nocturnal or something? Because it just went out into the woods and then it comes back when there's something there. Maybe the house is now considered like a trap for it to get more people. But also then it doesn't
I
make
don't know
any
if it's
sense. How come it
necessarily
wasn't there?
nocturnal, because like, weren't you
How come it
saying that it
wasn't there
was
when they were
there like
police?
early in the morning?
Yeah.
But it disappeared during the daytime while all the
Notably-
police
okay.
were there.
Okay, now that you bring this up, It left in the flashback as the sun was rising.
Oh.
Like it sat downstairs, the sun rose.
I'm glad that
and it left.
that my brain remembered that bit because I was just like,
So
weird that the police
so
were
that
there.
was my vision. All right, cool.
Yes.
So let me get that down. I definitely think it had some nocturnal tendencies. So we have our best chance of finding more if we want to find it more
Well, I mean,
at night.
Would it be easier to fight it during the day? But how are we
We
gonna?
can't fight it. I mean
we weren't prepared for it this time. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not about that. It's not about that, guys. I that thing hit me once and I felt it. I felt
Same.
you
okay,
know.
but like, what if we bring riot shields?
Well, okay, let's think about this.
Mhm.
Are
It
you
has
gonna get a
teeth.
riot shield?
Its attack that it did for everyone was teeth. Let's just just wear something that teeth can't get through. Teeth isn't gonna bite through like a lot of things.
How that's I don't
Depends
think
on
that's how
the
that's
on the strength of it.
that's gonna work.
Well, I mean, it bit like you on the back of the head, and it didn't fucking crush your skull.
I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
I'm down for fighting it.
I
But
did
we
take
gotta,
the 3
like,
harm
Gary,
outside
you
of.
remember that gruesome as it wasn't biting things, it was raking.
It was
over
slapping 'em.
and over.
It was
Yeah.
like a shark. It was like a shark. Where it like it tried to serrate my body, not just bite through.
I'm talking
me.
about the kids that it succeeded in killing. It was
Oh,
still
okay.
just raking over and over again.
So we
Gotcha.
could feasibly wear anything sturdy at all. Like obviously, I
Saying
think
that we get like plate mail.
no, anything sturdy at all. It doesn't have to be metal. It just does. It just can't be like
How?
linen.
I'm all for armor, but I don't know how much it's gonna do for us.
Well, we could go in with no armor. That's also an option.
Let's not do that one, please.
There you
Um,
go.
So, I'm gonna start looking for places that sell body armor on my phone.
I
and-
am also on my phone. I am checking my Instagram for every user that follows me. Named
Trying to find Judy.
Trying to, you're,
I'm
You
creeping.
find a familiar face after a little bit, Judy LeClaire.
Judy
And you notice that she's liked a couple of your photos today.
Oh shit! I DM her, like Instagram DMs, bro.
All right, what do you say?
I message, hey, you okay? I actually say, hey, comma, letter U, okay, question mark, smiley face emoji. With
The
a
worried
with a-
emoji.
worried emoji. Sure.
Is there like an online feature on Instagram?
I don't think there's an online one,
think
but I know
there's
there's
just
a
a
chat
message.
one. There's
Yeah,
a
there's-
chatting one.
There's
But
just
like, do you see when someone is typing or whatever?
I don't know.
yeah,
I
I
don't use it
think
enough.
no, because
Well, for the-
I've messaged on Instagram. I'm pretty sure there is an typing.
Okay, you immediately see users typing, and then it stops, and then like about 8 minutes later, you get a response.
Gosh.
She's trying to.
Does
seem
it keep
cool.
flashing? Like yes typing, no typing, yes type no.
No, it's once and then deleted, and then about 8 minutes later, you get a message.
How long did it take me to find Judy after I started looking? Which
It
was
took a
like when
while.
we stopped talking to
It took
Keith.
like 10 minutes.
okay, at that moment, like once I find Judy and I start messaging her, I like mention to the rest of the group, "Hey guys, I'm talking to Judy. I'll see if I can get anything out of her."
oh God, so many questions.
She says.
Write 'em down.
She says, "Yeah, still not feeling great in the shoulder." And then like sends another message afterwards. If you want to hang out sometime, that'd be cool.
Damn, quick mover.
She gives you a winky face.
Damn.
I would ask her if she remembers what happened yesterday or the other night.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, she talking to Jay. She did mention that she's still hurt, like in the shoulder, so she's at least aware that she was injured and has a reason for it.
Right,
But-
but does she remember like what happened around the time of her injury?
Listen, man,
Like just to see if she knows like that thing was there. I don't care about like
the
myself.
fact that you
Like
shot her,
right.
he calls you out hardcore. She doesn't seem like mad at me, and I'm associated with you, so I can't imagine she's that mad at you. Otherwise, she probably would have
Right,
brought it
but
up.
like ask her like what she remembers of that night.
Okay, I will.
Do you?
Actually, I message her. I'm like, are you still at the hospital? Question mark.
She says, "No, I'm at work right now."
He sends a winking emoji. What are you doing after work?
She says, she sends back, "Shit." And then like it takes a minute, and she goes, "Not tonight, but does tomorrow work?"
We have 7 days, right? We've already eaten up 3 of them.
That's not how this system works at all.
Oh, okay. I thought you. I heard something about we had like a week.
No, the way that this system works is I set up different phases of what happens if you guys don't interfere with the monster that are named like dusk, midnight, etc., etc., like that are like the cycle throughout a day, but it's not actually tied to a specific day.
Okay.
Like midnight could be what happens if you guys weren't there and it like got left for 3 years or some shit.
Right, like I'm imagining there's qualifications, like it moves from dawn to dusk when it captures 4 people.
No,
Or
it is.
I know,
moves from
but
dawn to dusk when I think it moves from dawn to dusk.
oh, okay.
Like that's entirely what it is. It's just like a layout. So there's no
Mm.
time limit. It's not like you guys aren't gonna know when bad things are gonna happen. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So Jay, not Jay. God, so weird not being Jay. How?
Could you say that the other J is an alt J?
Oh my
Listen.
god.
I could say that. I wouldn't. Hal messages. He's like, what time is it right now?
It's about like
It's early.
9 a.m.
Okay. He messages like, how about early dinner, 6 p.m. And then he puts in like a recognizable, like, not like super fancy, like probably like upper 3-star, lower 4-star Italian place downtown.
Okay, yeah, roll plus charm.
Oh my gosh. All right, that's 10.
Wow.
She says, "Oh God, I'll cancel my other plans."
What? Lady!
Yeah, you basically coerced her into moving the day of your hangout from tomorrow to tonight.
Oh, no, I meant tomorrow.
Oh,
Well,
well,
too
she
late.
didn't understand that, so
She's
Oh,
already
okay.
canceling her appointments.
Rip!
This is
He-
while
he-
you freak out, I come over. There's actually like a really good thing. I don't think it's gonna like her being around. We definitely need to keep an eye on her,
hey,
and we definitely.
Jay,
Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
do you have your phone on you?
I do.
You get a DM on Instagram.
Oh, I tentatively check my phone in the notification.
You can see that it's from someone that you have not followed back, named Judy Leclerc.
Oh, fuck.
And it's a link to a dress, and it says, "Would this be good enough?" with like 8 question marks.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck, thank
God.
God.
What am I doing?
Oh, wait, did you just ask her to dinner to like question her?
Pretty
Or are
much.
you actually trying to like
No, it's pretty much it's both. It's like think about like
You're keeping your options open, but it's mostly informative.
no. Well, it's almost purely for our own gain. Think of it like sexy lady investigator from the 20s
The
that like
femme
Okay.
fatale. You're
yeah,
doing
think of it like
you're
that.
doing a fucking
Hal
masked
fatale.
Yeah, I'm
To-
not
to-
actually like trying to like bang this
No,
chick.
it's a Hal
To be
fatale.
fair,
Hal fatale.
you never said it was a date, Hal. You never were like, let's date. You just said, can we hang out? Dinner at 6. So I think
I
you're
showed-
Dinner
I
at
just
showed-
6
saying.
at
I
this
show
nice
the-
Italian place.
Dinner is a date.
I tilt my phone to Hal. What do you think of this dress?
Hal, fucking horror comes over Hal's eyes because he's been in the situation far too many times. He's just like, oh fuck. He's like, I forget my place sometimes. Famous Instagram boy. He looks at it. He's like, I don't know. Tell her some suave shit. Tell her like whatever you wear, you could wear rags. He would still find you gorgeous or some shit. I don't know. Say some
I'll just,
shit like
like-
that.
I said that looks nice, but this is me typing. So if I edit what I say, I'm deleting it.
Yeah.
That's a very nice dress, though. Hal doesn't really mind much what you wear. I think he's just more inclined to seeing you as opposed to, like what you're planning on dressing up in.
Say some shit. I'm assuming Jay is saying that out loud as he types it or right after.
This is like what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
But if you like, I'm sitting next to you, so you can see my
Okay.
screen.
I point at the screen and say some shit about like you know me.
It's like I know Hal well enough to know that like it doesn't matter what you wear. He's more about the conversation than anything else.
Fuck yeah, man, dude. You're the
And then I
best
send
man.
it. And I also respond back. I'm really sorry that I missed my shot and that I fucked your shoulder up. If you need me to pay for anything, like just let me know.
No, don't come out and admit it. She doesn't know. Maybe.
She messages back and says, "No, some guy came and took care of my hospital bills. I thought that was you, but I guess it was
Oh, that-
mysterious benefactor ? Question marks.
Must have been my boss. This whole exploding head teeth thing is related to work.
She says, "I see," and then a couple of minutes later, and I thought my job was gruesome.
I respond back with a cry laughing emoji. It's like, so, are we planning?
I saw that
What is this?
It's the monster. It's the monster fucking coming after us. What are you
I'm fucking PCP. Like,
The best part is that there's a video with this.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh,
I don't like it.
Christ.
I wanna
It's
watch
a
it.
video. Are we like drawn to a close here with this? Like,
I'm ready to keep going because we
I
have.
mean,
yeah,
Theo wants to head to bed, and like it's getting kind of late for me. I have to wake up for an exam in the morning, so I'm
Fucking
gonna have to wrap up soon.
How close are we, Matt?
You guys haven't even found the fucking monster's weakness,
Right,
I'm sorry.
so not that
No.
close.
right. So
So I'm gonna. Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna have to
So I'm
wait
gonna,
a bit to wrap this one up.
Yeah. I head to the bathroom and close the door, and like I'm stitching my head back on, and then I head to my room and get dressed, and like I walk out, like, you guys are welcome to crash here. I'm gonna go do some more poking around and see what I can find.
oh,
I head out to the garage and I see the spray paint on my car, and I come back in and I look at Hal. Nice. And I give him like 2 thumbs up and a big beaming smile, and I head back out.
Wait, what's going on? I was watching the fucking video.
He saw the car.
And I came back in and gave you 2
hell
thumbs up and a smile and said nice.
Fucking fist bumped.
Hell yeah. And then I drive off like towards like the area we were again to start like. My plan is to ask like people nearby if they'd noticed anything strange recently, aside from like if they noticed like people like wandering off or like just like in the woods.
Is anyone going with you, or is it just you?
I'd fucking, if you would tell me, I'd go with you.
I'm gonna go alone.
Oh, never mind that.
Okay. Fuck.
I
Like, I
so
know we
Judy's.
should probably end. Just
I
because
mean-
you guys need to go, but I wanted to finish this. God damn it.
Me too, because
I mean, I guess
does-
it depends on like how much information we get like in the next hour.
right.
My clues are esoteric. You know me.
Your clues are super esoteric, you fucking bitch.
What's up?
I mean,
Uh,
like, what else? Like, I'm just gonna like whatever I find out after. I'm just gonna like take the drone inside the house and like just start dumping salt and shit on stuff.
the problem is
fucking-
that Jim, Theo's tired, and Shinji
Oh.
needs to go to bed.
Well, I have
soon
like a big
because
headache
stuff.
coming on.
Yeah, I have an exam that opens at 8 a.m. tomorrow and closes at 10. So that's in literally 9. Not even like it's 1 a.m. right now. So I have to get up in 6 hours.
Yeah. So we got a part to it,
Yeah,
but
looks like
it
we'll have
probably
to
will-
stick a pin in it.
but it'll
I'm
probably
sorry.
only be that one part. So we'll probably finish it next week.
Okay, so let's give us a minute here.
Mhm.
So as you guys are getting ready to figure out what you're going to do, again, us. As
I'm already
the-
fucked off and I'm driving back
no,
to
no,
the
you're not.
pretense.
Chill out a second.
No, there's
As this is as you guys are in the house discussing shit, we back out, and once again we see this man walking in
Oh,
the
hi,
woods,
Bruce.
and you suddenly see him crouch down for a moment and then spring forwards and tackle something. It seems to be a deer. And it begins doing the same thing it did to those children, breaking over and over again. And then you see two more people.
I was right.
Vacantly walking about, wandering the woods, trying to find something else to hunt.
So
And then we go back to the house, and we see a man standing inside of the house. The same man that you saw standing over the bed that first night. Again, you can't see his face, but you can see him smiling. You can feel his joy as it radiates off of him, and he runs his hands along the walls, unseen by the police officers still inspecting the scene, unseen by Judy as he walks up close to her and caresses the side of her face. And he walks back upstairs, and he sits at the side of the bed, and he smiles up at the ceiling, because he hears what's moving around in there, and he knows what it's doing, and he's excited to see where it goes next.
fucking God, you're the worst.
And that's where we end.
Oh my god. So this smiling man is the
monster.
source, I'm guessing. No,
Right.
he's the source.
No,
Monster.
I don't believe.
He's probably some agent of the source. Like he's like the fucking
Yeah.
outsider from Dishonored. He's the agent of chaos. He's the yang to the yin of.
Well, I mean,
the-
he's very obviously Nyarlathotep. I mean, let's be real.
He's evil for sure.
he's the polar opposite. He's the polar opposite of the janitor. He's the mess maker.
Zin.
yeah.
Not Zin. Fucking Jim. I hate that you 100% saw my inspiration for this character immediately.
Fucking, I haven't played Nier Automata yet.
Neither have
God
I.
damn.
That's
Neither
not
have
from
I.
here.
Not
I
for
haven't played it either.
Wait, what did you say the name was again?
Nyarlathotep.
Oh, I thought you said near Tell Tip, and I was like, that's a
Brain
really
still
funny
don't know.
It's most closely associated with the Cthulhu mythos, but I think it's just an Egyptian god thing. I don't know if it's just mythos, but it's the chaos thing. It fucks things up for the sake of.
Oh, so it's basically Set. If it's
Yes.
Egyptian, it's Set, the red god, who's basically just fucking shit up, and is an agent of Apophis, the snake that's gonna end the world.
Oh yeah, no, it's just H.P. Lovecraft. It's not.
Nyarlathotep
Yeah,
is
it's not actually Egyptian.
Fucking.
But yeah, no, he's not the monster we're gonna kill. We're gonna kill the house.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's
you
the
motherfuckers
he's
aren't
definitely
gonna
the one
find
behind
him.
all
He's
of this
the
shit.
arc villain, you dumb idiots. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming now.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
stream.
going for the wiggly toothy boys. Goodbye.